Hey, what up everyone? I'm Gemma Jameson. This is Knockers of War. This is Sinnycool. And this is Gems of War. And today we're going to be hunting after these cursed gnomes, which are supposed to have a higher drop rate today, but we shall see what's up. We did a Gems of War After Dark live stream last night, kind of impromptu, with only like an hour or so notice. Just felt like doing it, so did it. And I only found one cursed gnome last night, and I found it during a Gnomapalooza. So I only got one cursed rune from it. Someone had mentioned in the comments that if you see a cursed gnome during a Gnomapalooza to slow down and like wait a second and then kill it. But then you're like, if you do that, you're missing out on your Gnomapalooza. You're letting your Gnomapalooza timer run, and then how many gnomes are you actually missing that you can get vault keys from or other stuff from? So that kind of seems counterintuitive, or it depends what you really. If you want just cursed runes, that's a way to go. But if you're after vault keys and other gnomes, and you want to see how many you can kill and cycle through them as quickly as possible, which is usually the way to go. I don't know if that's the best. We might try it though, like try it a couple times just to see how long we have to wait to get the full amount, or is it like 3 seconds, 4 seconds, 20 seconds? Like, how long are we going to have to wait? How much of our Gnomapalooza are we going to have to waste just to get more than one cursed rune? Let me clicky clack here. How's it going, Smurf? What's up, man? What's up, King? How's it going? Let's see here. But yeah, did they even say anything in the game about the increased drop rate here? Let's see. Got that. Class challenge. How many people do you think are going to be doing the class today? Especially with supposed increased cursed gnome rate today. How many people are going to be doing the class event? I think that's an event that a lot of people don't do anyway. Some of the time. Like if you're going to skip one out of the whole week, and that'd probably be the one that you would pick, especially when it's a bad class. But today, Vault event, Gnomapaloozas, cursed gnomes, all kinds of other crap going on. Like, how many people are going to do the class event? What's up, Pamela? How's it going, Bernice Foreman? Probably no one, says Smurf. I wish they had like some data on it. I'm sure they do, right? Like how many people participated? Maybe the leaderboard. If you really, really wanted to sneak in and get a #1 on the leaderboard, today would be the day. You know why? First of all, Elementalist. We've had this is like the second or third time we've had a class event for Elementalist. So a lot of people already have it at 100. Second of all, it's a class event. If you're ever going to sneak in #1 on the leaderboard, it would be a class event. Third of all, Vault event going on. So a lot of people aren't going to be doing it at all. Fourth, cursed gnomes increased drop rate, cursed runes. So if anybody ever wanted to sneak out, get that leaderboard, now would be the time. I'm not saying you should do that. I'm just saying that you could. You could do that. Alright, so nothing about this increased drop rate. I don't see any information. One of my guild worked out drop rates for gnomes. Yeah, I had somebody in the stream last night telling me to do like a Konami code to get extra cursed gnomes, but it didn't work for me. Markio says 0.7% normal drop rates, and with the triple rate it goes up to 1.7%. Oh, nice. So barely extra. They technically are dropping more often, right? So why is it even counting crowns for me now? I can't even get anything else, but it's still counting them. I already got everything. Or no, did I? Oh, I didn't. I still need one more crown. Oh well. Or no, I did get it. I got a check mark. I can barely see it, but I got a check mark. So it's still counting crowns for me for no reason. So I'm going to have battle crashers that I don't need. I was talking about this last night. I'm going to have battle crashers popping into battles that give me nothing. They give me nothing. They're going to give me a crown for no reason. So that's cool. Do that. Do this. Jump into the chat. Yeah, woohoo. Woohoo, 1.7%. Thank you for that increased drop rate. What's up, Sebastian? How's it going? Blood Moon. 0 probably. Yeah, right. 0 people. Alright, let's get going here. I need to do my adventure board and dungeon because I'm just playing the game, so I'm not doing anything special except for hunting for gnomes. And I need to do my adventure board and dungeon as well, because I do that every day, and we have a special super duper adventure board, right? Let's see what they give us today. Ooh, a lot of gems. So we have 100 gems. 70 plus 20 plus 10. Get some pet food. That doesn't look very special. But deeds. Deeds of Stone, Imperial Deeds. Alright. Let's go. Should I use, let's use this team for fun. Nah. I'm just gonna say. There's so many easy battles. It'd be faster to do this. Joshua says, hi, Cinny, hi, all. I did a single Gnomapalooza, but not a single cursed gnome appears. I did like 3 last night and got 1. Or 2 or 3 last night. I can't remember exactly how many we did. Markio says you still get 10 battle crashers even though you finished. Yeah, I hate that. Should just get them out of the way then, right? Joshua says, however, I did get 21 cursed runes in all from 2 of them in regular. That's good. I'm almost feeling like I shouldn't do Gnomapalooza. If I want cursed runes, it's almost better to not do Gnomapalooza, because don't you get a higher rate? Like more cursed runes off of your cursed gnome? Everything seems so counterintuitive, or whatever you say. This whole game right now. Like, slow down so you can get more cursed runes. But if you slow down, you get less gnomes. And you're wasting your Gnomapalooza. Don't do Gnomapalooza because you want to get the, cursed gnomes, the full amount and everything. Both those things don't seem right. But when else are you going to get cursed gnomes? You have to get them during a vault event. So they kind of nerfed the vault event. You know what I mean? Cursed gnomes kind of nerfed the vault. This gem will cause a random enemy to be inflicted with curse, dispelling all positive status effects, as well as resetting and reducing the cumulative recovery chances of negative status effects. Ooh, that's cool. Do I have a cursed gnome? No. So who's doing that? I'm not really asking that question, I'm just... let's see. Let's just do this. Cool. Since Tuesday, I got 1 cursed gnome, 1 cursed rune. Same here, Bernice. Exactly the same here. 1 cursed gnome and 1 rune for me too. Let's get this special adventure board done. Do I got, let's just take this. I might want to do Miraji if it lines up. No. Alright, we got a brown. Do we have Miraji? No. Alright, we'll just do Phoenicia. Now do we have Miraji? No. Let's do this. Alright. And I'll just do it now. Why not? Cool. Markio says you can upgrade your forge by paying 6,000 gems instead of looking for cursed gnomes, right? They're pretty smart with the ways that they cheat us out of stuff and nerf things. Don't you think? There's too many gems out there. Let's put something into the game where it's really annoying to get it the free way. That way you have to spend a bunch of gems. Because then later on we're going to add something cool that you need to buy with gems. And then you're not going to have as much. You're going to have to buy them with real money. Like, we need to get some of these gems out of this game. Put something annoying in. It's usually the way to go. You know, they're having a brainstorming meeting. The boss is like, we need more money. We need to get some of these gems out of the game. What can we do? Anybody have any ideas? I got an idea. We'll increase the Soul Forge to level 20. And we'll make the resource that you need Cursed Gnomes. And they'll be hunting for those instead of doing their Gnomapalooza as fast as they can for vault keys. Then on top of that, we'll let them skip it, but it costs 6,000 gems. And get some of those gems out of the game. Then vault keys are kind of nerfed because of all of that. Now Cursed Gnomes will pop up instead of other gnomes, and they'll slow down. Watch them as they slow down and don't get as many vault keys. You know? They're geniuses with the way that they do that stuff. Joshua says, I find I got a pretty good amount from 2 Cursed Gnomes, 11 and 10, without slowing down. Is it confirmed that the Gnome Vault event is nerfed, is also applied to the newest one? Were you doing a Gnomapalooza or just regular Explore, Joshua? You're probably doing like regular non-Gnomapalooza business, right? Sebastian says, I got a vault key instead of a Cursed Rune on my... Yeah. Markio, what up, dude? I felt very cynical today, then it made me think of you, Cinny. Yeah, you gotta just think of me to find me, because you're not gonna find me on YouTube. Shadow banned. I typed in Gems of War today, and I was like the 10th video down. I don't know why they're like that. I got second most subscribers. I bring in a decent amount of money sometimes. Like, why would they hate? Why would they not like me? Freaking YouTube. Getting on my nerves. Hey, how's it going, Nathan? What up, your boy LaCroix? How's it going? Getting this special adventure board done so I can do my dungeon, so I can do my vault. We got a special Cursed Gnome increased drop rate from 0.00% to 0.001%. Ooh, ooh. Everybody dance, shake your butt. Everybody dance, shake your butt. We got super duper increased rate today. Not 0.01. Now it's 0.02. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even think of that until somebody mentioned it in the chat, that even if they triple it, it's so low. That's like times, it's like 100 times 0. You know, the rate is 0, but we're gonna triple it. That's what they say to you until you think about it. You're like, 3 times 0 is 0. We're gonna triple the rate. The rate is 0. 0 times 3, baby. So that's stupid. I didn't even think about that. The rate's like 0.001 and they triple it. Now what is it? They should have like times it by 100. That'd be the only way. Of course there's degraded server performance also. Sweet. Dungeon time. Even though I really, like, I could honestly skip the dungeon at this point, but I'm just doing it as to be a good example to the people that still need diamonds. Be a good example. Why'd I do that? Oh well. No big deal. There we go. Because you speak the truth, says Bernice. Joshua says, I technically got 1 from GAP so far, though that was yesterday. I got 2 from just regular Explore so far. Pamela says, the 6.1 patch says there is supposed to be increased drop rate for cursed gems for 7 days starting today. On that thread, people are saying it's bugged. Yep, just like the crowns are bugged. Alright. So the people that are maybe buying the Soulforge levels, they might be the smartest people. I still think I'm gonna get it the old-fashioned way. It's just gonna take forever. But what else are you gonna do? Something else to do in the game. But what about when the vault event's over? What about when the vault event's over? How many cursed runes are we gonna get then? If this is how many we get during a vault event, you might be better off saving up gems instead of looking for just you might be better off just taking your tribute every single hour and getting gems than going after cursed runes. I know you need them for like other recipes and stuff, but just to get your Soulforge leveled up, it might be better just to do that. Just try to get more gems. Probably get your Soulforge leveled up faster if you just make a concerted effort to take your tribute every hour. And that's better than sitting here grinding for hours and hours and hours. I mean, we got stuff to do. We're not 5 years old. And they keep adding things to the game that take forever. Which is cool. We don't want the game to be nothing to do. But when it's freaking impossible. I wonder if anybody's got their Soulforge to 20 without buying it. How's Gemma Jameson doing today? I know. That was funny. That was good last night. Pamela says, I've been farming since 2 a.m. MST and I've found roughly 50 cursed gems. Most being this morning from both Explorer and Nomapaloozas. Pamela says, I think they forgot to turn on the key increase like they did for the Epic Vault keys. Probably. Joshua says, so it's about the same rate as getting a shiny in Pokemon, which people who play that series of games should know the pain of. Your boy LaCroix, I didn't see a single one outside of a Nomapalooza since reset, and I grinded about 5 hours. What up, David? How's it going, man? Everquest soon. I know it's been a few days. We'll be doing that soon. I'll probably do it tonight. Record it tonight, put it out tomorrow or something like that. Alright, so am I done with the... Done, okay. Let's go grind and see if we can get anything. Let me take my mail first, though. I didn't even look at how many vault keys I started with. Let me grab this crap. Forgot to look. What about offers? I don't know. I think I'm gonna skip on those. Alright, we just need to kill 100 troops. Is there any campaign I can do while I do this? I'm just gonna check. Probably not. PvP, arena. I guess I could re-roll them just to make it something that I can actually do. But I kind of like these. Oh well, I'll just do it this weekend. Wild Plains, Explore. I might do not a Nomapalooza. See if I can get Cursed Gnome. Then we'll definitely do both. We'll be doing some Nomapaloozas and some not. Joshua says 6k gems is a lot though, I know. You can get like 20 an hour from Tribute. You can probably like what's realistic? How many times? If you have your phone, it's easier. Because on your phone, you could set an alarm for every hour and take your tribute. So if you're on PC mobile, make sure you link your accounts. Then I would just set an alarm to go off every hour. And just take your tribute as many times as you can, you know? Try to get it like at least 15 times. So then that's 15 times 20. You can get like 300 gems a day. So you can get 2,000 a week, and it'll take you 3 weeks of specifically trying with tribute. And it depends on your kingdom level and power. Like if you don't have it up to snuff, you're not going to get as many gems per tribute. But that's like my average, probably 20. Sometimes I get 16, sometimes I get 24. But I might have to do that too. I'll just leave my PS4 on all day. Let it get really hot. And then I'll set an alarm. I think that's how I'm gonna do it. Maybe try to buy like the first level or something. Buy a couple. Do it. I think a mixture is the way to go. Now, I think that's what the conclusion we came to last night as well. Like, you're grinding anyway right now. Why buy it all the way up right now? I'd wait till the vault event's over at least. Have patience. See how many you can get from now to Friday. And then do the tribute thing. See how many gems you can get. I think a mixture. Buying levels with gems and buying levels with cursed runes. That's probably how I'm gonna do it. Good morning, Chad. How's it going? Pamela says I would farm vault keys and gnome paloozas. You can get gems with those and cursed gems as bonuses. That's true. I mean, if you can't play. Of course, if you can play, make sure you're grinding. But let's say, like, you gotta go Christmas shopping or something. Set your alarm. At least take your tribute while you're shopping. While you're eating dinner. Like, that's just a double check type of deal. Try to take it on like a certain... You don't even have to set an alarm, just the top of the hour. Try to take it at the top of the hour. Then you know every time it turns to the next hour, it's time to go take your tribute. Morning, Chad. Bernice says I've gotten over 100 verses since Tuesday. Not many regular gnomes. Wow, 100 verses? That's crazy. I usually only end up with like 10 or something. I've really not been grinding very much though. I probably grinded the vault like 3 hours so far. Pamela says up to 242 vault keys and 17 epic ones. Nice. Is that like total like for this, or did you have some when you started? I think I had like 40 when I started. I was trying to use them up before the next vault event, but I thought the vault event was on Christmas. And then they popped this one on me, so I still had like 40 left to use. Joshua says either way it's a big amount, but if these gnomes show up so rarely, gems might be best, especially with the recipes also calling for them. Time to save, I suppose. Yeah, I'd save. Just save both. Don't buy anything else with gems. Do the least you can on events, but, you know, still doing your share. At least I put one level into this new forge. I wonder if that would kickstart it for some reason. What if you, like, buy the first level and then they start popping up? I feel like I'm getting more verse gnomes. Marcus says I'm getting between 14 and 25 vault keys per palooza. Sounds good. Are you slowing down when you get a cursed gnome? I wouldn't do that. Bernie says I play Cinemirage with Greed, Dust Devil, and 2 times Ironhawk. Nice. Yeah, Cinemirage or Wild Plains. Places to be. Somebody said Blackhawk. You can't do it now because of the new faction. I forgot about that. Alright, Joe, we'll see ya. Have a good one. Have a good day at work. I hope it either goes super fast or you make tons of money. Whatever you want. Daddy Shark says, feel like you're getting any runes or maybe appearing more starting Thursday means later today sometimes. Yeah. I haven't gotten it yet. But like we were saying earlier, the drop rate is so low that when you multiply it by 3, it's still really low. Joshua, I refuse to set alarms for games, too much of a hassle. I'm in a good guild, so I get a good amount of gems every week from the tasks alone. Yeah. I don't blame you. Markio says, unless your partner asks why the alarm on your phone keeps going off every hour, yeah. It's my side chick. Total for this event. Nice. Good work. Good work, Pamela. Daddy Shark says, been getting a lot of verses too this event, and I haven't been able to play much, but not a single rune this morning. Like I said, I've got 1 rune so far this whole time. At least 3 hours. Like and subscribe and lurk, says Chad. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, if you're at work, lurk. If you're at work, please lurk. Get your phone out, put me on, throw me in your pocket. Mute. You can mute me, I don't care. It still helps. Alright, where's this first cursed gnome gonna pop up? I gave out the points for the Sekiro, so all the points are up to date. So let's go over it. DC United has 9 points. This is the most valuable center. First time we did it, Chad Plymouth, aka Clipbomb 1361, was our first most valuable center. Our second most valuable center for November was DC United. Now we're in December, getting points for donations, becoming a member, answering certain questions, commenting on certain videos, coming to certain live streams, stuff like that. DC United has 9 points. Chad has 8 points. Pamela has 6 points. That's the top 3. We have Joshua with 5. I'm about to give Joshua another point, though, because he's been commenting on every video for all facts. Something like that can get you a point. Every video for the last, like, couple weeks, he's been putting a frog fact on every video. About Goliath frogs and stuff like that. Pretty interesting. So he's about to get another point and be tied for 3rd. Yo, DC, thank you for the 10. You know that's worth 2 points now? I upped it. Anything from 10 to 19 is worth 2 points. Anything under 10 is worth 1. Anything from 20 to 30 is worth 20 to 29 is worth 3. And it just goes up from there, you know. But let me give you your points. Ooh, Pamela gets a point too. Even just $1 gets you a point. Because it could start a train. It's more valuable than just that. Alright, so DC gets a point. You now have 10 points. Pamela gets a point. You now have 7. So it's DC with 10, Chad with 8, Pamela with 7, Joshua with 5. And then we have Sebastian with 4. And that's pretty much... Oh, Roman B also has 4. Usual suspects. We got Kim with 3. Gadget with 3. Funky with 3. Mike D has 3. Trey has 3. David has 3. Clark has 3. Clark got 3 in just one move. I was telling them last night, you could pretty much buy it today. Or buy it this month. Pretty easily. Markio, thank you. Markio gets a point. I'm like further away from I changed my room around up here. I'm like on the opposite side now. I gotta find Markio. Markio, where's your name? Are you on here yet? Are you on here yet? Markio, 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 Markio. No, but it's cool to write your name up here. We need more names. We had like 3 full rows of names last time. We're almost done with 2 rows though. We're about to hit the 3rd row. And I'm writing them smaller. So there is that. Let's see why Pamela's 99 cents is worth a point? Because it might start something. Appreciate it. DC said, in case you haven't already done so, please do leave a like. Appreciate your presence and consideration. Thank you. Also, the moderators help me when I miss a message. That way I can say hi to everybody. Or I miss a question. Or somebody crazy comes in here and starts saying weird stuff. Yeah, have a good day, Joe. Your boy LaCroix, I'm level 12 in Forge. I got 3 the past 2 days, but 0 during increased rate. And I also noticed that band gnomes seem to be popping more. That's what I'm seeing. I can't wait to get all my crowns for the day, so I don't have to worry about battle crashers. Even though I'm free to play and don't need any more crowns. DC! Daddy Shark says, same, ya boy. Joshua says, I think I have enough for 13 Nomapaloozas. Nice. I think I have like 8 to 10. Daddy Shark got 2 in GAPs Tuesday, Wednesday. 1 gave a VK though, so only 1 rune, then 11 runes from 1 outside, but not a single cursed gnome Thursday, thinking it's not increased yet. I mean, if they say Thursday, why wouldn't it just be all day Thursday? Why would it be at a certain time? I mean, unless in Australia, it's a weird time right now. But aren't they ahead? Maybe it was yesterday. I don't know. They definitely are in a different zip code. Or whatever. But that usually doesn't matter. It just depends on your time zone, not theirs. Your boy says, I think I've ran almost 10 GAPs and have 8 to go. Look at all this loading, too. It's annoying. Still getting crowns. Thanks again, Markio, Pamela. Ooh, we get another one? Zombie! Hi, Cinny. Good to catch up with you once more. What up, Zombie? How's it going? Zombie, DS Zombie QX. How's it going? She don't want me writing her name up on the board, but I like to keep track. You don't have to participate. I just want to know for me, like who's participating. Even if it's just the free stuff, it still helps. If you have a couple points, that means you commented on the Sekiro, or you've been commenting random stuff, or you answered a question. Doesn't mean you have to give money. It just shows me that you're participating and trying to help out. Zombie has 2 points. Thank you so much. Actually, did you give... Oh, you get another one. Because 10. That's worth 2. Boom, now you have 3 points. See how easy? It's like winning the class event today. You could sneak it in there. You could sneak in the MVS this month. Yeah, thank you so much. Daddy Shark says, yeah, you would think reset and all Thursday, but so many people grinding extra, reporting less, so gotta question it. I'm sure the response is RNG. Ugh. And you'd also think it's a weekday, right? Tuesday through Thursday. People probably... And then we still have degraded server performance. Like, I'm sure some people work, even if it's not as many as we think. Some people that play this game work. Like Joe, for example, and several of you. I mean, I do, but I work from home, so I could... I can't, like, play the game while I'm working. So, most of us work, and it's during the day. But they still have server degraded performance. Like, I don't get it. Makes sense when it's the weekend, and everybody's up playing at, like, noon or 8 p.m. or... But why's it gotta be degraded right now? It's probably because all the crap they got going on. Zombie says, still a noob here, LOL. We were all noobs at a certain point, you know? I was a noob. Everybody was. Bernie says, OMG, just got a cursed gnome, got 14 cursed runes. Nice. I can't wait till I get one. How many do you need to even... I'm gonna go check. How many do you need to, like, get a level? Does it say? Is it like 10 for the first one? Look at that loading. Okay. So 300 gems or 10 runes. Can't you, like... No? thought you could go over and see how much the next one is, but you can't. Is the next one 11 or is it like 15? I almost want to check, but look how many gems I have. I cannot possibly spend gems on the Soul Forge right now. Loading, loading, loading. Oh, I need to change my metals. Loading, loading, loading. Markio member for 7 months. You can also just do this. Yeah, that's shows you're a member. Yeah, if you're a member, you get points too. If you're a tier 1 member, you get 1 point. If you get tier 2, if you're tier 2, you get 2 points. If you're tier 3, you get 3 points. And I give you that at the end of the month. Or, you know, like a week before. Yeah, we'll do it like on after Christmas. So you know where you stand on the last week, in case you want to make a push. Anyway. I don't want to do it on the very last day, because then somebody might be like trying to get it, and then they're not sure who's about to get 3 points, or who's about to get 2, or who's about to get 1. Bernice says, thank you. Daddy Shark says, oh yeah, at work now. Gems of degraded server performances of war. Yeah. Gemma Jameson. Gems of degraded server performance war. Knockers of war. That's what it's called. Bugs of War, Knockers, Gemma Jameson. Degrade the server performance deliberately to slow us down. Yep, that's what I think. People always call me crazy, though. I wonder if they can do that. Can they, like, turn it down? Can they turn down the server? Because if they can... I hope that I don't hope this, but one of these days, something's going to happen and they're going to get... They're doing something, you know? Something shady. I'm calling it now. Like a year from now, there's going to be an investigation into their shady practices. That will suck for me, because I have a channel about the game and everything. But how much you want to bet? Like a year from now, they're doing something shady, and they get caught. And there's going to be a big scandal. You know, as big as it could be for this game. They're doing something. Whether it's turning down the server. Hey, there it is. So am I supposed to, like, sit here for a minute and make sure I don't go too fast, or is that just Nomapalooza? Just gonna sit here for a minute, just in case. We'll see if I can get like 15 or something for that. Do it like, ooh, I love the way you do it like that. Alright, let's go. That's enough waiting. Alright, how many do I get? Call it in the comments. I'm gonna guess 7. Because I got bad luck. $14! Alright, double what I said. 14 Cursed Runes. Soulzar's here. What up, Soulzar? Hello, Cindy. Got my first Cursed Gnome. It gave me 12. Bernie says it is 10 at first, up by 5 increments. Of course it is. Daddy Shark, yeah, it's 10 or 300, then 15 or 350, then 20 or 400, and so on. Same with only 2,500 gems, got 11th, but can't buy the rest without finding time to open all keys. Yeah, and you should do that outside of the Vault event, too, so... Joshua says, Markio, they have a secret alliance with PS and Xbox. They want to pressure you into buying the newest consoles for the upgraded performance, yeah. Your boy LaCroix for the gem route. I think the last 2 or 3 increased by 100 instead of 50. Ugh. Soulzar says, I got impatient and spent gems to level 12 before I got the gnome, hoping it will help. I was just saying that earlier. Like, I wonder if you, like, crack the seal by buying 1 level. Maybe you'll get more. Yeah, Josh, that's funny. Just GAP, you don't have to wait outside. Okay. Bernice says, I just killed it. Your boy LaCroix said 2. Marco said 0. Daddy Shark said 12. Bernice said 13. Prasmayo's here. Good morning, sinners and Sinnycool. I have no cursed runes. Where did you get that one? From a Gnomapalooza cursed gnome last night on the Gems of War After Dark. Now I got 14 more, so I can go level up my Soul Forge by 1. Daddy Shark says it's 1 to 3 I've heard in GAP, 11 to 15 or so outside. Joshua, 14 for waiting versus 10 or 11 for not. Might be worth it. Yeah, maybe. But I think it's just Gnomapalooza. That's something they did to nerf Gnomapalooza, I think, only. Because everybody was getting way too much resources out of doing it so fast. So they put like a limiter on it. You know how, we were talking about NASCAR last night, that's funny, but you know how they have a limiter on their cars so they can't go over a certain speed or something? They kind of have that on the Gnomapalooza. You got a limiter. So if you're killing like, if you're doing like 6 battles in a minute or whatever, or however many, then you get less souls and gold and glory from just normal resource drops and stuff, or from the gnomes, and which is all gnomes. But if you kind of like wait or do more or a harder difficulty, you get more, but then you're like missing out on vault keys, because the more gnomes you cycle through, the higher the chance that you're going to get vault keys and pity gnomes and stuff like that. So you don't really want to slow down, but they make it to where you have to decide, are you going to slow down or not slow down? My opinion is don't slow down. Just go after the vault keys, because vault keys have all that crap in it. You're going to get more vault keys. Pamela says it looks like they finally turned on the cursed gnomes as I have upgraded my Soul Forge to 16. Wow, great job. Marco, you can get 0 from the cursed gnome in the Paloozas. Wow, I didn't know that. Yeah, Soulzar. Krasmayo, I have to go back to the elementary school for gingerbread house presentation. Nice. Did you make an awesome gingerbread house? What up, Gadget? Alright, let's go upgrade our first level in the Soul Forge, just to see what happens. Come on, game, dude. What are you doing? That was a long load. Alright. So we get an Orb of Clans, Common Medal to Rare, Epic Vault Key ×1. Oh, nice. Epic Vault Key. Orb of Clans and Medal. So we can make Orb of Clans now. Those are awesome. And Common Medal to Rare. That's pretty cool too. You get two pretty cool. You get 3 cool things for doing your first level. So now where can we do that? The purple orb, and what does it take to make? Ah, Cursed Runes, of course. And all those Celestials too, right? It's not just Cursed Runes. It's going to take a bunch of Celestials too. Gold keys, 500 gold keys. So make sure you start saving up gold keys and Celestial Trait Stones, it looks like. Can do this once for 1,000 souls. Might as well, right? All these once-only things, I should probably just do, huh? It's just souls. I have 4 million. I'm gonna do this. Get them out of here. We don't have to look at them. 6 Deeds of Magic. That's pretty cool. Vault key. Anything else? Nice! 3 VIP keys. So it's not all bad. Common Medal to Rare. You need 5 commons, 2 runes. Pretty interesting. Ooh, I got another Epic Vault Key. I'll do all this stuff. 3 Imperial Deeds. Sweet. Deeds of Stone. Nice. Anything else? We can almost craft everything now, right? That's awesome. Is there anything... Celestials, what do they take? I can get 99 plus, though. So, your jewels. Save up your jewels. That's why you keep doing dungeon. I was just saying, like, oh, I don't need to do the dungeon. I don't need diamonds. But now I need the jewels. So, and then to like make jewels, it takes the shards. So you might not want to convert your shards into diamonds anymore. That's cool. I want to see how many vault keys I got. Just interested. 96. So I've gotten 56, and I had 0 epics, so I got 9 so far. Cool. It's not bad for barely playing. I got 10 orbs of power. I could definitely do another Zul'Goth, but watch them add something else to the game. As soon as I do that, they're going to add something else to the game. 424. My gold keys is the one thing I opened them all just because I didn't know. But they should run up pretty quickly. And then like jewels. Maybe they should do something with pet food. Or common ingots. Got writs. This is all free to play too. If you think, wow, how'd he get so many? Not from real money. That's all time and effort. Alright, let's go back to grinding. Let's do a Gnomapalooza now. Now that we got a cursed gnome. But I think the way to go is like not Gnomapalooza, but that once again, it sucks. Like you want to do your Gnomapaloozas. You want those vault keys. But there's increased cursed gnomes. It goes from 0.001 to 0.003. So if you want to specifically farm cursed gnomes, you probably should not do Gnomapalooza, which is weird. Like I was saying earlier. Let's do one though. Before I click it, I'll catch up in the chat so we're not so far behind. Because I had to concentrate more on the game when I do this. Alright, let's see. Gadget. Joshua says, how important is upgrading the Soul Forge really to 20? Most of the recipes use an absurd amount of resources for what you get. I feel the one nice thing is the one craft only recipes. Right? I mean, rushing the upgrades. I don't think it's important to high level players. It's the same thing as like level 500 Pure Faction. Or getting the newest Mythic. Or, you know. It's not for everybody. Not everything in this game is for everybody. If you're level 500, the new update, you probably should just keep doing what you're doing. You shouldn't go off the path. They're trying to distract you with new shiny things. If you're level 500, you need to stay on your path of what you're doing. Stay in that good guild and save up stuff and do all the events. Get those classes leveled up and stuff like that. Like, doesn't mean you should go buy the whole Soul Forge with all your gems and then be broke when you're level 500. That's not... You shouldn't spend all day and all night on level 500 Pure Faction when you're level 500. That's like 1200 and up. Depends what level you are, I would say, Joshua, and what else you got to do still. Bernice says the 1 times is souls, right? Your boy LaCroix at Josh, the one-shot crafts. Joshua says, I'm saying the 1 times are great for their price. A lot of the others have kind of poop. Like 100 Cursed Runes for the Mythic is crazy. So is needing 5 medals of lower rarity to craft the next. Yeah, like the Mythic's not that great. But what other kind of medals can we Can we make, like, Nishas? I know we can make Anu, right? Later on. That'll be cool. What up, Mike D? Your boy LaCroix says, yeah, that's the reason upgrading the Soul Forge is important, just answering your question. Bernice says, I play Palooza every hour to get my guild a pet. That's a good idea. But once again, pets, right? Pets? That's another distraction. Something you need. You gotta go off the path to get it. But it's something you do need. Cursed runes, vault keys, pets, crowns. They got so many distractions right now just to freeze you into indecision. Get you off your grind. Yeah, that's a good way to play. A Palooza every hour to get my guild a pet. And then they give you 1 copy of the pet. And you spent... For me, it's 3 minutes, but some people it could take up to 10 minutes to do a pet, depending on what level you are. That's the cynical way. The Sinnycool way of thinking. Stop and do that pet for 10 minutes when you could be grinding gnomes. But then they only give you 1 copy. That's because the game sucks. You're doing it. You're doing a good job, and that's a good thing to do. But it'd be nice if they give you at least 5 pets or something instead of 1. None of the one-shots are really going to help me in an amazing way at the moment. The books are cool and all, but 3 of each aren't really going to, right? I think it all depends, as usual. It all depends. It's kind of like Phoenicia. When she pops up in the Soul Forge. She's a good mythic. But should every single person craft it if they have 4,000 diamonds? No. Only certain people. Some people don't have High King Irongut yet. Some people don't have Wild Queen. Some people don't have Ironhawk. Some people don't have multiple Nisha medals to make her work properly. So when she pops up in the Soul Forge, you can't just say, everybody, go get Phoenicia. You have to say, hold on a second here. Do you have 2 Nisha medals, first of all? Second of all, do you have High King Irongut, Wild Queen, 2 Ironhawks? You gotta do all that, those questions. Can barely ever do like a sweeping generalization about what somebody should do in this game. So for some people, buying the 20 on the Soul Forge is 100% correct. For others, you should not even worry about it at all. I think everybody should be grinding the vault right now, though. Like, whatever way you're doing it. Even if you're doing it with a soul farming team, class experience farming, metal farming, Cursed Rune farming, however you're doing it, you should be doing this instead of the class event, probably. Unless you're going for the leaderboard on the class event, trying to sneak it in. What up, Strodium? What up, Vicus? I have almost resigned from Gems of War. I feel ya. It's been crazy lately, Vicus. Would you guys time somebody out? Yeah. I was just looking at all the people I have muted. There's so many. There's more than I thought. Because anytime I get a bot, I'll just ban them. So they're going to do that. Like, what's the chances they're going to come back and be a real person and actually contribute? It's funny we didn't get any bots last night. Tim says, I'm level 12, 14. What level should my kingdoms be at? I'd say 15 is what you shoot for. Power level 10 and level 15. But I just got mine to 15 and I'm 1368, so somewhere around there. Get all your magic kingdoms to 15. That's probably about right. So if you're asking specifically about your kingdom levels and you're for that level, I would say all your magic kingdoms at 15 is what you should shoot for. Then when you're done with that, do your attack kingdoms. Sometimes you go to the underworld, you're trying for pure faction, you do the associated kingdom. So you'll do all the magic kingdoms first. Then maybe you'll do a certain kingdom for faction stats. Then you'll start working on your attack kingdoms. It's a process. You can't just do them all at once. But yeah, I think at your level, at least have all the magic kingdoms to 15. I think a lot of people are quitting, but we get a lot of new people too, so. Strodium says, hi all, like saying, do you have HKI when you're level 200 and attack in the toilet, right? That's true. It all depends. That's when Infernus or Aractian Weaver are better than High King Irongut for once. But the overall top 10, he's up in the top 3. But if you're level 200 for your very first mythic, you probably want something like Aractian Weaver, Infernus, or Ketris or something. Tina. You think Kalika is your last mythic? Yeah, that's the newest one. Joshua says the Dark Hammer might be the only one-shot recipe that I can actually use immediately, but unless it's a top 10, I don't think that is worth 1,000 gems to get it earlier. Yeah, it's not a top 10. It don't look like one. Chad put a stop to the bot. Thank you. We'll probably come back on 5 different accounts. Strodium says had 2 Cursed Gnomes up to now and 2 Vault Keys from them. What a slap in the face. Holy cow. That's like a really bad luck. It's like really bad luck. Both Cursed Gnomes had Vault Keys. You're only 2. Vishal is here, baby. Tim Peterson, cool, thanks for the advice. No problem. Pamela says, I can understand the quitting thing I did when they introduced lycanthropy. That was a big one. I think probably the most people ever quit either during lycanthropy or Weavergate. Joshua says, I still have 2 magic kingdoms that need to be upgraded to 15. The 1 times recipe for the 6 magic deeds helped me bring Silverglade up in levels. Nice. Get that magic. It's the best stat in the game. Mike D said I quit rubbers, but that's when the fun started. Strodium says, I love Shabanu at the moment. Cleaning up level 12 Explorer as if it's level 1. Vishal says, not because of liking Pamela, but I think it is time for me to take a break. I feel you. I'm taking a break off my other account, so I'm not so burnt out. I won't talk you out of it unless you're, I hope you're still around for the channel and everything. Just, so we can chat, but I've had people quit the game and hang around on the channel. Not very many people, but some people. They disappointed me by giving me 2 Yasmin. Ugh. I mean, she's okay, but somebody asked me if they should craft Yasmin, and I said, not unless you have, like, the top 20 first. There's probably at least 20 other mythics I would craft before Yasmin. She's decent. She's not bad. She's just, like, above average. I used to use her on, like, I forget. But I used to use her in Tangle for something. I think Delves. Way back in the day. Pamela says, Gems of War is a love-hate relationship. I always come back. I couldn't imagine, like, quitting. I've been playing for 5 years straight. I get anxious when I miss a day. I don't think I've ever missed more than 1 day. Maybe 2 at the most. And something had to be going on, like maybe my really bad toothache or something. I don't think I've missed more than 1 or 2 days in a row, ever. Yeah, that's awesome, Pamela. Appreciate that. I love when people say stuff like that. Deep down, I'm just trying to help. Even if you think it's venomous and cynical, and you think it's the Truman Show, deep down, I'm just trying to help. Shouts around the channel. Appreciate that. Joshua says apparently the Cursed Gnome low encounter rate wasn't enough. 505 had to make them have a chance of giving you a vault key instead of runes. Michelle says my account is only to get the mythics now until it's unactive. Yeah, there's a lot of crap to do right now, too. If you wanted to take a break from the game, I don't know if I would say now's the time, but if you're sick of it, there's so much crap to do right now. I could see somebody getting fed up. Especially a person that's like level 1,000 or something, 900. Been grinding for a couple years, and all they've seen is these times. Ever since the American company bought 505 or Infinity Plus 2 or whatever happened. Ever since then, it was like the 5.1 update. Ever since the 5 updates. Imagine somebody started at like the 5.1 update, and they've been playing for like a year or two. That would suck. Those are probably the people most likely to quit. They probably think this game's all about money. And bugs. Good morning, Rain Man. How's it going? DC says you don't have to play to stay. You're a welcoming community of sinners and choir members and lurkers too. Definitely. Rain Man says good morning, world. Strodium says I've been doing the Palooza nonsense and in the last 30 seconds going into PvP for the pet gnome. Got a second pet and 3 attack kingdoms to level 20 now. Silver linings, I guess. Yeah, you always gotta look for the silver lining. Krasmayo, how does the game determine your pet rescue team? Why is it always a team I don't want? Yep, it's all based on the pet. Not pets. Not all the pets. The pet. So whatever team you used for Moon, that's the team it's going to give you on the next Moon. Even if it's some team you used back in 1942 with your Goblin Shaman or something, and your Axe of Chaos or whatever. I think that's how it works. It's based on each individual pet. So all of mine are like Phoenicia teams, but they're all different. Some of them are weird, different Phoenicia teams from back when I didn't have whatever. So some of them have like Summer's Fury on it. Some of them have like a weird class. Some of them have a weird banner. Even if you use the same team for every pet, you might have a different banner or weapon or order. But yeah, it's based on the pet. Like Moon, this is your team. Mimic, this is your team. Barkley, this is your team. And they're all different. It's whatever you used last time for that pet. I'm pretty sure, because like when there's a new pet, don't you have to put in a new team, or does it? Michelle says, Ubistet will be my last crafted mythic, but they put Mistralis the following week. F them. Yeah, Mistralis is a top 15, I would say. She's pretty close, top 10. Bernice says, my Xbox goes on vacation with me. Yeah, I haven't taken a vacation in a long time. Especially since the world stuff. That crazy world stuff. David Canberra says, Sinnycool? Was that on purpose? Yeah, of course. Of course. I thought it would be more obvious, but it's not. A lot of people say that, so don't feel bad. I try to point it out every once in a while. It's some name I made up back in the day. I thought I was super clever, but then people don't even see. Sinnycool means cynical, right? Joshua says, this is the only mobile game I still actually take seriously. I miss the games I pay for using subscription services like PS Plus. Michelle says, this is a serious break. I don't know about others, but I feel no improvement other than Elemental Stars, not even 6.1. You know what else it might be, Vishal? Sometimes you have to take breaks, like, for school. So you're used to taking breaks, right? So it's easier for you to take a break than, like, say, me. I'm kind of tied to the game with my channel. I've been playing every day. I'm, like, more addicted. I'm not used to taking breaks. You're kind of... Sometimes you're forced to take breaks, right? To do your schooling. So... I can definitely see... You're actually... I don't know how to say it, but... You're better off than me. You're not in the fog of addiction to this game. You've actually taken breaks a couple times. I've only took... I take a 1-day break and I'm like... jonesing for it. I get anxious. Like, oh no, I didn't do my dungeon. It's the end of the world. But every time I do take like a 1-day break, something happens. We got the 6.1 update when I was taking like a I was super busy that day and I could barely play. Of course we get the 6.1 update and I have to stay up late 2 days in a row. Get up early. Pamela says, my guild just had someone who took a year off come back, and boy, oh boy, I would hate to be them having to figure everything out. It seems like they have added lots of busy work. Yeah. I would love to, like, interview somebody who took like a 2-year break and came back. You should do an interview on this channel. Gems of War interviews. But then, Knockers of War would do it. They would, yeah, then they would start having interviews. David Cambridge. Cambra. I thought that was his actual name, and I was just saying it wrong. It's autocorrect. Strodium says, LOL, 1942, was that the 5.0 patch? Yeah. You know how I exaggerate. Love exaggerating to prove a point. Mike D, I was here when gyms launched about day 1, then I went ham for about half a year, just got back into it after I saw Cinny say, join a guild, so an Xbox Top 26, watch his vids. Definitely be in a guild. The biggest hamstring you can do to yourself is not being in a guild. Or staying in a crappy guild. That's crazy though, Mike. I wasn't even there during launch. I probably started this game about 6 months after launch. Something like that. That's what I would guess. Joshua says it's based on each individual boss troop, actually, the pet rescue. Oh, another bot. Krasmayo just did pet rescue, got 2. Zane Huther, new pet is new team for me. Had a pet come up and it was my Goblin Rocket team, so your logic makes sense. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Whatever pet you originally use on a pet team, it's stuck with it. Pet to pet. Michelle says, no school for me this time. I don't scold any players or their play here, but the developers are playing a smart play. You're right. Yep. Alright, I did a Gnomapalooza, so now I'm going to go and not do one until I get a Cursed Gnome. I don't think I got any during that Gnomapalooza. I was kind of reading chat, not looking at the screen. Let me go check. Rainman said, I checked my inventory the other day and found out I have enough resources to craft 6 power orbs, thus I can craft Zool. Nice! That's one of the most satisfying things in the game. Why is my home kingdom set to Wild Plains? I must have did that by accident. Oh well, I'll still get my gems. Let's guess how many gems. It's going to be something around 20. So with my luck, it's going to be 15. As soon as the game stops loading. Wow, y'all, this is taking forever. I hope we don't get knocked off live. Alright, there we go. Oh my. 24, that's pretty good. $24, I'll take it. The most you can get's like 33, or 34 now, the new kingdom. What was I doing? Oh, I wanted to make sure I didn't get any, cursed runes while I wasn't looking. On 95 gnomes, that's not bad. I got 6 out of 15, so did I get one? I had one, then I got 14, that's 15. I crafted, yeah, I got one somewhere. Must have been during that Gnomapalooza I got one. And how many vault? 17 pity keys. Alright, so let's go till we get a cursed gnome, then we'll do another Gnomapalooza. I'll try to pay attention. That's awesome, Rain Man. Vishal says, I didn't play Gems of War for a week, even though I have Xbox free. Rain Man says, serious question, is there any reason to save power orbs in the future other than for Enraged Karandara? Any new boss troops coming? You can't really say. I'm sure there will be in the future something to spend power orbs on, but there's nothing currently. So that's why I'm considering making a second Zolgoth, because I have like 10 extra power orbs. Yeah, I would just get Enraged Karandara. Just don't think about it. Get your Zolgoth, and then start saving for Enraged Karandara. And if you get enough orbs, I would just grab him. He's decent. He's definitely a decent mythic. He's not as good as Zolgoth now, but... So I wouldn't even, like, think about it until you craft Enraged Karandara. Vishal says, even I took too much break to make up my game. Yeah, I could see that. You fall behind. Bernice says, question, how does everyone feel about Gnomapalooza on Christmas weekend? I think it's another thing that they're doing, another shady thing, but probably not, actually, because I think it's every so often. You know, they do it every 6 weeks, so it just happened to be a coincidence. Unless they looked at the calendar at the beginning of the year and said, let's make it on Christmas. But yeah, that kind of stinks, because everybody's going to be busy. Man, this game is loading so much. Gems of War is the best free-to-play mobile game I could find that's available for consoles and isn't a huge time commitment. Genshin Impact is cool, but it is way too big of a time suck. Why am I still getting crowns? I've been playing for an hour and 13 minutes right now. I'm still getting crowns. Yeah, the reason I started playing Gems of War is because I got a PS4 for Bloodborne. I wanted to play Bloodborne. That's why I bought a PS4. And then while I was playing Bloodborne with my new PS4, I was looking at... I had PS Plus. Like, when I bought my PS4, I got PS Plus also. So I started looking at the free games in between playing Bloodborne. And I downloaded a couple and blah, 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 like Neverwinter and Battle Ages and some shooter games, Skyforce, and a couple other things. And I happened to download Gems of War, and I just kind of fell into it. And I didn't have to keep PS Plus to keep playing, so that was cool. I agree, it's probably one of the best free-to-play games. I'm sure there's something else that's better. Like, I'm sure some people would think this isn't the best. But we all think it's the best free-to-play. Even with all their moles and blemishes. Vishal says, you got one cursed gnome through Gnomapalooza. Please make a super video for any upcoming update on Gems of War. I will. I still have to make a video for Lee Diesel. That's the main thing on my mind. Whenever I have a commitment to somebody, I don't stop thinking about it till I do it. If I owe somebody money or something, I probably think about it almost every day until I pay them back. So if I owe somebody a video, trust and believe, I probably think about it at least once a day. Pamela says I'm not a fan of GAP on Christmas as I'm cooking a huge Christmas meal that I start 2 days in advance. Yeah, people are busy. Mike D, my first Chieve was 11-11-15, but I didn't know Jack like ISD. Stopped playing for like a minute, then Cinny said join a guild. Yeah. Then it took off from there. Pamela says Vault event, not GAP. What is GAP, says Vishal. It is Gnome Apalooza. It's when you craft those verses into a Gnome-apalooza. It gives you gnomes in every single battle for 15 minutes. So you have to get those special gnomes. They each drop a different color verse. You combine the verses in the Soul Forge. It crafts a Gnome-apalooza, which makes it so only gnomes appear in every single battle for 15 minutes. At least in Explorer and stuff. You don't need PS Plus for this game? I thought you did. I don't have it. That's all I can say. You need it to download it, but then after that, you don't need it. So if you're paying for it every month just to play this game, try not paying for it 1 month. You can still play. Isn't that crazy? That's for every game, though. When I downloaded Neverwinter for PS Plus, and then I canceled my PS Plus, I could still play Neverwinter, too. It wasn't just this game, so it's not like a bug or something. I think that's just the way it works. It's pretty much like you bought this game, but it's free. You downloaded it. But it's just like if you had bought something, you'd still be able to play it. Everybody hit the like button. Thank you, Crow-Op. What up, Giebler? How's it going? Good to see ya. An update enough to make 100% people to like it. That'd be crazy. That probably hasn't happened since Medals or Pity Keys. Because they're always putting some kind of money sink in. Like Shrine of Treachery. There's always something to poop on. They can't have a perfect update. And then crap like bugs. Even if they put in a perfect update, there would be all kinds of bugs, you know? But what up, Giebler? How's it going, Crow-Op? DC says, that was the same for me. Played early, dropped off, then Sinnycool pulled me back in. Love it. Makes me feel good. Anytime a beginner says stuff like that, or anybody. Like, I didn't know what I was doing, then I watched your videos. DC says bad ace, bro. Rainman says no mini vault on Switch. Really? They didn't give you a vault? They didn't give you one this week? I was wondering if they had it on Switch. Bernice says I was looking for a gym game, found Gems of War, and got hooked. I've never played a match 3. This is the only one I've ever played. Can you believe that? What was the very first match 3 you played ever? Is Tetris a match 3? Is Dr. Mario? Are those considered, or is that just a puzzle game? That's like kind of you match a whole row. It's a little different. I wonder if Dr. Mario, is that a match 3? That's a cool game. Michelle says, I watch Gems of War videos of all channel every day to catch worthy updates. Nice. Who's Bikes? Bikes. Bikes. Did I miss somebody? I don't know. Sorry, I lost my place in chat. Rayman says, having better luck chances for Cursed Gnomes on Explorer 1 or Explorer 12? I think it's Explorer 1, like always. The more troops you cycle through, the better. The difficulty doesn't matter. Game's loading forever. Vishal says, how many like elemental stars? I like them. The only one I really hate is lycanthropy. Mana potions were okay. Elemental stars. Everything's been pretty cool. Except for lycanthropy. You think they're gonna make other lycanthropy-like heroic gems? Where, like, maybe you turn into... I don't know. Whatever. A goblin. An undead. They can make, like, a vampire one. Like a blood gem. Get this blood gem. It's like lycanthropy. You turn into an undead. That's the kind I wouldn't want. I like all the other ones besides those kinds, and I bet you they're going to put more in the game. It can't just be Beast. That was the start of many more, I bet. And since everybody hated it, they're waiting. They're waiting to put that in. Well, we were going to put in the blood gem that turns you into an undead. But everybody hated lycanthropy, so let's do mana potion and elemental stars first. Uber Doomskull. I haven't seen an Uber Doomskull in forever. I guess you have to use a troop that spawns them, though. Dang, this game. Worst time ever to play, and I don't get it. It's the middle of the day on Thursday. When am I supposed to play? To not have degraded server performance. I don't understand. If not the middle of the day on a Thursday, when else should I play? This is stupid. There's nothing I can do unless take down my whole live stream. That's how it works on PS freaking 4. Pamela says, to be honest, I don't get the elemental stars thing. It's the one where you can match blue, red, green, and brown. So it just counts as all those colors. It's pretty much like a universal gem, but it doesn't have yellow and purple. Then there's umbral stars that are just yellow and purple. So that's what elemental stars are. You can match them with any color except for yellow and purple. And you can match them with multiple colors too. Like if you can somehow match like red and blue. Isn't that right? And then doesn't it explode in an X also? I don't know, it's confusing these days with all the crap in this game. Like right here. That's not an elemental, is it? What's that one called? I forget. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I forget what that one's called already. Joshua says, of course, DC, having a cool guy like Sinnycool to show us the ropes and give us Gems of War tips certainly helps as well. I know somebody in here last night was calling. Never mind. Saying how nerdy everybody else was. But we all play video games. We're all a little bit like that. Maka's here. Vlad is here. How's it going? What's up, Vlad? I forgot. I lost my place again. Vishal thinks Dev's favorite snack is bugs. Probably. DC says I've seen a very few on my level 1 explorers. Gonna try some level 12. Let us know how it goes. Bernice says the elemental stars are good for getting another turn. Vlad says, hey everyone, how's it going, Cinny? It's going okay. Giebler says, going great. AE made me what I am right now. Rainman says, nope, we just got the update like everyone else. That stinks. So you get cursed gnomes that you can't get because you don't have a vault event? That's stupid. Maka says, I totally forgot, but I am here. Madman Babo. Joshua, I noticed you played Neverwinter Sinnycool. I just didn't want to spend the time to stick with it. I mostly still just play more single-player oriented games. With Neverwinter, I pretty much played it like a single-player. I think that's why I didn't end up playing it for the long term. I mean, if I had to get in a group and go into like an instance dungeon, I would do it. But everybody just rushed to the end. There was no, like, strategy. It was weird. Neverwinter was a weird game. You go into a dungeon with, like, 3 other people, and, like, it's like a race. A race to the end of the dungeon, because you're just destroying everything easily, and I don't like that. That's my least favorite type of game, is where you just... It's so easy, it's like a Lego game. Lego Batman. Crowop Gaming says, I remember getting totally hooked on Dr. Mario. Is that considered a match 3? I feel like it is, kind of. Pamela says, OMG, Dr. Mario and Tetris were my favorite games growing up. No wonder I love Gems of War. They were like the very first, not match 3 per se, but match a row and blah blah blah, or match colors. And Maka asks, how was my Christmas shopping? It was good. I got like half of it done. I would say about halfway done. I need to like do some targeted, maybe like pickups. Go online and just pick some stuff up. It was pretty good. I'm satisfied with it. We only have 10 days left though. 9 days, whatever. So I need to get on it in the next couple days. Madman says, are cursed gnomes dropping now, or is it still like finding a golden ticket in a Wonka bar? Pretty much. Like someone else said, the drop rate is super low, so even if you multiply it by 3, it's still super low. So it's not like you're going to see a million cursed gnomes today. Instead of seeing like 3, you'll see 5. Or something like that. You'll see an extra cursed gnome or 2 today. It's almost not worth... Like, I was excited when they said today was extra rate for cursed gnomes. Like, we almost stayed on last night to play at reset, right? We almost did that. It was so close. I quit like 15 minutes before reset last night on the live stream. And I was about to just keep going so we could see the increased drop rate. Or increased whatever rate. Cursed gnomes. I'm glad I didn't, because we probably wouldn't have seen any. And I would be cussing the game. Joshua says, I recently got into Super Mario Galaxy 2 that I borrowed off my friend, reached 40 stars so far. I think I want to play that type of game. I haven't played a game like that in forever. I pretty much only play games for my channel. If you see a game on my channel, it's the only game I'm playing. So right now, the only games I'm playing, Gems of War, Sekiro, and Everquest. That's it. I'm not playing anything else at all. Everything I play, I put on my channel. That's it. I don't even play, like, anything else. Mike D says, I hate Dr. Mario. Haha, I used to bust Tetris Game Boy with the link cable on the bus to school. Almost always ripped up who I was going against. Nice. I remember when Mortal Kombat came out. Does anybody remember when Mortal Kombat came out? I was a wee lad, but it was like the coolest thing ever. Like, I shouldn't be playing it type of stuff. Or maybe it was like a couple years, but all the big kids were playing it. Of course I got a freaking mythic. There we go. all the fatalities and stuff when you're like... That's like Beavis and Butthead. All the big kids are watching Beavis and Butthead. Like, I want to watch that. Your mom and dad are like, nope. Can't watch Beavis and Butthead and no Mortal Kombat. What am I supposed to do in life, then? If I can't play Mortal Kombat and watch Beavis and Butthead, what should I do, then? I hate my life. I hate my life. I can't play Mortal Kombat and watch Beavis and Butthead. Wonka bars. Vishal says, why we're all crazy on Centurion. He's pretty good, but I think stuff comes into the game and people get overhyped on it, and then nobody uses it after that. Centurion's not in that category. I think he's a little bit better than that category. But like Baldur, for example. Baldur. Certain weapons that come in. Certain people get all extra excited about it, and then you never see them using it again. You're like, why was that dude so excited about Baldur? Where's Baldur now? It's because they don't think, like, they're probably never going to use it. Even though it's good, it's a good troop and everything, where's it going to fit into your daily play? Like, don't get super overexcited about every single okay troop, because then it looks kind of silly when you never use it, but you're going crazy about it for a day or two. Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good, Maka. Pretty good, Maka. She says, Super Mario, I am thinking to play during Christmas holiday. I'm starting vacation next week. Nice. Michelle says, do you know people you can finally have a brown Guild War Goblin team through this team? Norbert's Turnip, Flaming Oni, Emperor Nazara, and Nobin Brothers Thief class. Huh. Bernice says my first was Puzzle Quest. I think that's the main path most people took. Puzzle Quest, Gems of War, Puzzle Quest 2, even though it's crappy. But not me. Gems of War only, no Puzzle Quest here. DC says, sounds like you get more from the Cursed Gnome outside of a GAP than during. That's what I'm seeing. That's why I'm trying to find one outside of a Gnomapalooza right now. I'm going back and forth. We'll do a Gnomapalooza. Then when we're done, I'm going to grind outside of Gnomapalooza till I get a Cursed Gnome. Then I'll do another Gnomapalooza. That's how I'm playing it today. So if I never get another Cursed Gnome, I guess I'm not running another Gnomapalooza. Maybe not. Maybe not exactly like that. Joshua says, I'm considering ridding myself of PS now since I realize I don't really need those extra games. Maybe get on and off whenever really good games join its library. Undertale was solid. Yeah, Joshua, I'm telling you, man, if you download... I'm pretty sure, like... Don't destroy your own... Like, if you really love a game and you think you need PS Plus for it, I don't want to tell you to get rid of that. But I swear, I played Battle Ages, Neverwinter, and Gems of War without PS Plus. You have to get PS Plus to download them, but if you let it lapse, you can still play those games. As long as you keep them downloaded. Now, if you erase them, you can't. You have to... So I've never got rid of Gems of War, so it's still here. And I'm not paying month to month. So that's super free to play, right? I mean, it's just like mobile. You don't have to pay for Steam. It's just like PC. You don't have to pay for Steam. The game's free. Why would PlayStation be any different, really? Man, I'm behind, aren't I? Alright, let me catch up. Madman says, DC, yeah, I found only one outside and got 10, found 2 in Palooza, and only 2 both times. Oh, wild card. That's right, Fashal. Joshua says, I'll still keep the others, including PS Plus, since I don't have to worry about the games and my other subscription services disappearing. Really Messy is here. Hi, all. The only thing I think is starting to hurt the game is mana generation is becoming way too easy, which takes a lot of the strategy out of the game. That's the truth. David says, I play Neverwinter with my roommate. It's a fun action RPG, but that's about it. Yeah, I just hate how you just run through the dungeons like they're nothing, unless it's like the super hard dungeons. Rainman says, time's up, back to work, have an awesome day, everyone. Later, Rainman. I'm probably 5 minutes behind on the chat, but, see ya. Joshua says, I wonder if my sister would be considered a nerd. She only plays certain games like Animal Crossing, Merge Dragons, and party games like Monopoly and Mario Party. I think we're all a little bit, we're all cool nerds, right? That's what a nerd would say. Bernie says, I got 4 cursed gnomes since this live started. Nice work. I've only got like 3 or 2. Bread Toast, what up? I got 3 cursed gnomes during your stream last night. Before the reset, none since. Ugh. David says, Merge Dragons is cool. I've never heard of that, but I'll have to check it out. Crop Gaming, so what is the fastest way to make gold and gems of war? Using gnomes? Playing PvP with your gold farming team. And, grinding the vault. Later, Mike D. Brandon says, increased rate more like 0. Yeah, I know. Times 3. If you times a really tiny percentage by times 3, it's still a really tiny percentage. Maka says, I played Merge Dragons as well. Nice, relaxing game, but at some point I uninstalled it, I think. Joshua says, at least it's extra rate for a week, not just today. Probably won't be as good after today, but it would be nice to see one during a random soul farming session or boss chest grinding. Chad says, sorry, I had a phone call. I'm back. No problem. RNOONEY 96. What's that? Rooney? Ranoony? Noonie. I'm gonna call you Noonie. What up, Noonie? I'm playing right now. What is a verse 3? Just got one. You need 4 verses to combine in the Soul Forge to make a Nomapalooza. Then you can craft that Nomapalooza, and everything that you face and explore will be all gnomes. It's really awesome. Mike D says MK and Street Fighter 2, Killer Instinct, awesome. Haha, later on center. Later. Madman says, I'm going to be grinding Tina's Wonderland, Elden Ring, and Gems of War come March. Yeah, I want to get Elden Ring. DC says, bot tried to sneak in, but I gave it... you gave it the old heave-ho. Really Messy says, fire, fire. Yeah. Damn it, Bavoth. Maka says, I want to stop King Heliodor appearing. I have my Kingdom Pass done some days ago, and he is still appearing, and I think no rewards from him. Yeah, if you're free to play, it's like a waste. I'm trying to get rid of mine, too. I think I finally did it, though. Once you get 10 crowns, he'll stop appearing, right? Yeah, me too, Maka. Pamela says, I'm excited about Puzzle Quest 3. Can't wait till it comes out on PC. Maka says, wait, Cinny, you had stream yesterday? Did not see. Yeah, last night was impromptu Gems of War After Dark. Pamela's proud of her nerdiness. I think we all are proud of our... That makes us more interesting. I like video games, and I would play Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah, that stuff's fun. I like using my brain. Doesn't mean you're a nerd just because you like to use your brain. I just like... That's an easy way to describe it. Like, you like using your brain. That's not... Yeah. Merge Dragons, I don't believe, is available on consoles, phones, tablets only, and maybe Steam, says Joshua. Crow-Op says, if you are watching this stream, it is because you are cool. While I am here, I am Crow Cool. Fiona Forrest James just had an Xbox notification saying I've defeated 10 cursed gnome dudes. Wow. Nice work, Fiona. And hello, how are you? Maka says, didn't met any cursed gnome yet. We'll use Nomapalooza at some point. Yeah. Noonie says, oh cool, I haven't got the Soul Forge yet, but thank you for letting me know. Yeah, it takes if you're a new player, go check out my new account playthrough playlist. It'd be really helpful. Or any video, type beginner Gems of War on my channel. I got tons of beginner videos. I did a whole playthrough where I started a whole new account and got to level 500 something. I even had mythics and stuff. Like, Joshua says, I really hope Into Random becomes available for EA Play at some point. Yeah, nice achievement. Pamela says, I've always been nerdy, whether it be games, ham, or radio, WordPress, etc. Yeah, I've always, you know, I'm like a closet nerd. Like in high school, I hang out with like everybody, even. Yeah, some of my best friends were like stereotypical nerd with the glasses and the pocket protector. I would hang out with everybody. I was on the high school baseball team, but some of my best friends were nerds and like in the band. And I would hang out with them more than people on the baseball team. Like, I was on the high school baseball team and nobody on that team was really my friend. Except for through baseball, you know? You kind of get like camaraderie through running so much and getting really tired and playing games, of course, like winning together. Like, you get some sort of friendship through being on a team. But, like, outside of that, it's not like I was hanging out with anybody outside of the baseball field. Those were the friends I was always wearing cleats. But other than that, my real friends were probably either nerds or weirdos. Considered weird. Like the guy back in the day that would dye his hair purple. But, you know, these days it's not even weird. But back then it was kind of weird for a dude, a Mexican guy, to dye his hair purple. But he was like my best friend. Yeah, we're definitely the coolest nerds ever. By the way, I'm still looking for a Takes-Two PS4, PS5 partner. If anyone's interested, I wouldn't mind starting over, says Joshua. Yeah, I've seen that game on YouTube. It looks fun, but it doesn't, like, perform very well, it looks like, as far as views. Like, it's a fun game to play with people, but not super fun to watch other people play. Kind of like Mario Party or something. Like, Mario Party's really fun if you're playing it. If you're, like, watching other people play it, kind of gets boring. Like Wii Sports. How long can you watch somebody else bowl on Wii Sports or go golfing? It's kind of like It Takes Two. It's really fun if you're playing. There's some games like that where it's super fun if you're playing it, but not something you'd want to watch. Noonie says, I seen your beginner tips. I almost said beginny because of Noonie. I seen your beginner tips. I'm only level 56 at the moment, but I will check out your playlist. Yeah, do it. Run it up. Pamela says, I never had a pocket protector, but I did get paid to do people's typing and computer work. I had people copy off me. I was pretty good at... I was really good. I was that person that did no homework, and I'd miss a lot of school and get there late and leave early and cut class, but I would get A's on all the tests. I would still get a bad grade because I wouldn't do my homework. But I would get... The teacher always, like... It was funny. The teacher would say it in front of the whole class, like, you got a 98% on this test. Nobody else got, like... You got the highest score on the test, but you turned in no homework. What is your problem? You know you could have, like, an A in this class? I'm like, I know. I need to quit not caring about homework. Because I could just sit there in class and listen to the teacher, and I would remember pretty much everything. I also slept in class a lot, though, too. And that's when I would do terrible. Bernice says, I own my nerdiness. You go. You go, girl. Joshua says, I have the game. It takes two, so you wouldn't need it in order to join me in a playthrough. I can just invite anyone through the friend pass. Oh, that's awesome. I didn't know you didn't need to buy the game. PS Plus internet connection? Yeah. I don't know. Because you'd probably have to have it downloaded at least, right? I don't know. Chat says, please like and subscribe. Yes. Giebler says, how far are y'all in that Soul Forge? I am at level 17 and played thousands of games in the last 24 hours without gems. Nice, dude. That's the most I've heard of. Giebler's at level 17 without buying any levels. That's crazy. Great job. I'm on level 12. I've only been playing for like 4 hours, though. And I've had bad luck, it seems. Joshua says, I was 5th, like. Chad says, I've been a dork, like, forever. Well, you'd probably be my best friend, then. Joshua says, that's impressive, Giebler. I'm only level 12. Yeah, same here. Bernice is level 13. I got a verse. Maka says, wow, great job, guys. I'm level 10. Yes, yesterday played 2 hours. Today about 1. That's what it's feeling like. You gotta play a ton of hours to get runes. Are you doing a lot of Nomapaloozas or not? Giebler. What exactly, how are you doing it, Giebler? Are you doing a lot of Nomapaloozas? Are you pausing during, whenever you get a cursed gnome? Are you, like, waiting? Are you not doing Nomapaloozas? Like, did you do the secret Konami gem code? Like, what's your secret, Giebler? We need to know. How have you done this? Please explain to us in chat. We need your help. Maka says, I did not find any cursed gnomes. Pamela says, level 16 Soulforge with cursed gems only. Nice. Killing it. I'm trying. I'm a-trying. Let's see. You know how it is, though. If it was offline, I'd probably have a couple more. I'm trying to chat and everything. It's fun, so. You guys only get to see me on live stream, right? I definitely play a little bit better off live. I'm checking what time it is. Hold on. Oh, 12:37. Unless something pops up, I might just play like another... I don't know. Maybe till 1. Giebler says, yeah, but I took a day off for GOP because... I missed that. Took a day off for GOP because I had to pick a day. Ah. Even with a day off, that's how far you are? That's crazy. Crisp says the Cursebreaker weapons look powerful. Yeah, I've heard that they're decent. I don't really know, though. I'll have to check them out. DC said I tried a couple level 12 delves and saw 0 gnomes. Gonna try another and see if the devs haven't turned them off to fix the server issues. How's it going, Crisp? Purpose. Fiona says, best gnome bashing team I could put together is Sunbird, Firebomb, Hero, Thief class. The Red Storm, is this any good? Works 90% of the time. Yeah, that's like a really, really early team. That's probably the best you can do at some point. But if you have Rowan, I would definitely tell you to switch to Rowan. Go down in the underworld and get you the Mirage Queen from the Sunken Fleet. Make sure you fully trade her. Have your Rowan, Leprechaun, your hero, and just do difficulty 1 explore. Hopefully you have some guard medals. Everybody fully traded. You don't really need Rowan fully traded. And it really doesn't matter what class you use. And you can just use black manacles, which you probably have. But almost everybody, unless they're like level 50, should be able to do black manacles, Rowan, Leprechaun, and something. The Mirage Queen comes around like level 200 or so. Maybe a little bit later. I can't remember. You have to check out my new account playthrough. Everything's documented. I still need to rewatch it and, like, do the cliff notes of it. I just got so much going on right now, it might be a while. Lee Diesel's video is the thing I need to do right now. And Cursed Gnomes. And 6.1 update. And Bounty event. And spoilers. That's the type of stuff I'm worried about right now. Giebler says I only farm keys and don't farm paloozas. See, that's what I'm thinking. If you want more cursed gnomes, you should probably not even do Gnomapalooza. Because you're just gonna get one. Even if one pops up, you're gonna get one rune. I feel like we haven't seen a cursed gnome in forever. It's been forever. How many have we got this time? We got 2. We're getting like 1 an hour. That's our rate. Ooh, I got one. I missed it though. How many did I get? Just when I was saying I get 2 an hour. Or 1 an hour. So we got 3. We got 3 in 2 hours. 3 in 2 hours. That's my rate. Alright, and so how many did I get? I had... Okay, so I got 1. Then I got 14, right? So I had 15. So I had 5 left over. Then I got Then I had 1. So I got 12 that time. Something like 12. So I got less than last time. I got 14. So far I've got 1. So far I've got 1, 14, 1, and 12, I think. Is that right? 1 and 14 is 15. 12, 27. 1, 28. 10 plus 18 is 28. Yeah. So that's what I've done so far, just for reference for everybody else. So now I can do Guild Gift, Iceforge Scroll. That's cool. Wonder what a guildmate gift costs. I think somebody said it costs 50 gems to give 25. 3 books of deeds. If I didn't need to save gems like a madman, I'd immediately give DC United a guildmate gift. I should probably just do that. I might. Alright, we got a cursed gnome. Let's run one more Gnomapalooza, then I'm probably out of here. Joshua says, should I medal Rowan or Lep? Are they worth it? I mean, depends what stats they get, but why not? Those are 2 troops you use like all the time. So if you're gonna medal anything, might as well medal Rowan and Leprechaun just because they're 2 of the most used troops in the game. But it depends. Does Rowan get armor? Does Leprechaun get magic or anything? I don't know if it's going to be helpful to those particular troops, but they're 2 troops that you use the most often, so might as well make them more beefy. I don't think it's a bad thing. Most of the things that you medal first are like the, maybe some of the faction troops to try to do pure faction, maybe, bounty troops, because usually that's a pretty good thing to do. Guardian troops, you know, then there's like Phoenicia, Queen Titania, Yao Gui. But it's pretty... You can't go wrong if you do Guardian troops. Like, medal those, because they're common, right? Bounty troops, since they're only like rare, right? So the lower rarity things that you actually will use. Then like faction troops for pure faction, just to get a couple extra stats. Stuff like that. And just troops that you always use, why not? Your most used troops. Let's go with one more Gnomapalooza, then I'll probably be done for the day. We'll see, though. Not totally up to me. Alright, ready? Let me make sure I'm all the way caught up. What up, Funky Town? Your boy LaCroix, I'll piggyback off Joshua, if not Rowan or Lep, for meddling. What troops should we prioritize? I just said it. That's awesome. I answered your question. I was a psychic. Hold on, I lost my spot. Joshua says, are you still teaming up with the Faceless One in Everquest? I thought that was pretty cool. You know, I want to. He's busy. He tried to get on the game the other day and he couldn't because there was a patch. And it's up to him. I definitely would. I also had David. David wants to team up too. And I know a couple other people. But I haven't really teamed up with anybody except for Faceless One yet. But other people want to. But yeah, Faceless One's awesome. He like took a break from the game. He was super busy working a lot, and then there was a patch and he couldn't. And then like his internet, he had internet issues. It's like been one thing after another, so. But as soon as he gets back on there, for sure. It's like my duo. Giebler says Rowan because you get more damage from her through armor. Sebastian says 3 times the same pet today. Wow. DC says metal troops that you use often and that don't require the hard to get medals. Yeah. Remember you gotta fully ascend them to be able to medal them. Matt Shvacha. How's it going, Matt? Do you ever feel like they're dumping way too much new stuff on us at once? Yeah. Especially for certain people that are still trying to do other things. You could be down in the delves. You could be trying to get medals. You could be trying to get Zul'Goth. You could be trying to stay in a good guild. Like there's so many. You could be trying to level classes, finish quests. So much crap to do, and then they just keep dumping more on top of you. It's kind of like if you're at the end game, it's all fine and dandy because you're looking for. At some point, you're going to be looking for stuff to do once you get everything done. Sometimes, like I said earlier, though, circling back around. Sometimes when they put something into the game, you should just ignore it. Like this Soul Forge. Levels 11 to 20, that's not for everybody. Pure Faction level 500, that's not for everybody. When a new mythic comes in, not for everybody. You gotta keep that kind of mentality. You don't have to do every single thing in the game all at once. That would be like going to the last level in an RPG before you level up. Let's try to fight the last boss without grinding through the game and fighting all the other bosses. Think of it like that. Funky Town says, Mama. Your boy LaCroix, Rowan gets magic, Lep gets durability. Funky Town says, Maka, yeah. Joshua, 250 souls, 50 gems, 4 cursed runes, and 2 celestial trace stones for 1 guildmate gift. Ugh. Aw, man. Yeah, that costs a lot. Right on, Chad. Maka says, Cindy, do you have a video about Guardians, what they are good for? Yeah, Guardians are awesome. I've made plenty of videos showing Triple Ferocity Rage Reaver and Triple Nimbus Bow. Triple Finesse Nimbus Bow. I don't think I've made a specific video about Guardians, though. It's a good idea. Maka agrees with Matt totally. Giebler says, I like the new stuff they throw at us, especially Paloozas are a good way for new players like me. Yeah, it's a good way to get, like, extra resources, that's for sure. But I wouldn't get all, like, discombobulated about trying to do everything in the game all at once. Gadget says, thanks, Cinny, great stream, gotta go, see you next time, later, everyone. Later, Gadget. Thank you for joining us today. Joshua says, Lep doesn't get extra magic for meddling. I upgraded him to bronze, but I'll probably wait on him for now. Yeah. You gotta see, like, are you getting stats that are useful to the troop? So some things like, I think it's Tesla, right? Tesla boosts off of armor. But if you meddle her, she gets, like, magic, and it's totally useless. Some troops, it's, like, not helpful to meddle them. And then others, like High King Irongut, if he gets attack, now he has a higher chance to devour. It's awesome to meddle him. Or Queen Titania, who gets magic, now she does more damage. It's awesome to meddle her. Phoenicia, same thing, magic, awesome to meddle her. But there's other troops in the game that use armor to boost or life to boost, but they get the opposite stat, so it doesn't even help. You gotta watch that. If you're meddling something, make sure they're actually getting a stat that matters to their spell. Or if they're a tank, they get durability. They do magic. They're doing a spell that does magic. Boosts off magic, they're getting magic. Or if they do a spell that boosts off life, make sure they're getting life from... Otherwise, don't meddle them. Meddle something else. Hey, Pamela, thank you. Awesome stream. Thanks for keeping me awake. Been up since 2 trying to make this... Yeah, I feel ya. I probably should have stayed up too. But I was tired this morning. I woke up late and everything. Pamela gets a point. Pamela has 8 points now, y'all. She's gonna be the first female MVS. First girl. DC United has 10. Chad has 8. Pamela has 8. They're tied for second. Then we have Joshua with 5. So it is DC in first, Chad and Pamela tied for second, Joshua in third. That's cool. And then we got Sebastian in fourth. I think that's Sebastian and Roman B. Roman B, your name is like squished in between 2 other names, so I keep forgetting to say you, but you're there too. Can't forget Roman B. All right. Later gadget. Joshua says bounty troops might be worth meddling. Did you include them in your list, Cinny? Yeah. And they're all rare, so they're easy to meddle. Yep. Your boy LaCroix, you can check all troops if you go to the meddling page and click Y for Xbox, assuming triangle for PS. Later, Bernice. Will Dobson says the game is making mad 3 cursed gnomes. Each one drop a vault key, no cursed runes. Ouch. Joshua says, yeah, I accidentally meddled Lep once. Unfortunately, I took notice before I meddled him all the way. Pamela says I'm gonna pass you, Chad. Just kidding. Let's do this Gnomapalooza. Maybe I'll do a little bit more now, thanks to Pamela. I do have some work, though, so there is definitely, at some point, I have to stop streaming. It's pretty easy, though. I got some easy work today. He says, maybe. Maybe. Alright, man. I might do the pause on the cursed gnome. I haven't done that yet in a Gnomapalooza. I just want to test it. I don't know if it's, like, the way to go. But I want to test it. I'm curious. Markio says, just leveled my forge by 1 level using the cursed runes. Nice. I think I've done it twice. I'm on level 13. You know, I have 12. You saved some... lightning beer. Is that moonshine? Is moonshine lightning beer? I've never had moonshine. Has anybody else had moonshine? I used to drink 151. That's pretty harsh. Jägermeister. I had my Jägermeister days. My 151 days. That's about it, though. I don't even really drink now. It's been at least a year. Probably longer. I really don't like it because I have like a sensitive tummy. A sensitive tum-tum. So it ain't worth it. You learn your lesson, you know? I learned my lesson. If I drink, the next day is like ruined. So what's the point of that? And it's not even, and it's almost 2 days sometimes. You know, and the next day sucks, and then you wake up the next day after that, and you still kind of feel like crap. It was supposed to be gems. Save some gems. Well, lightning beer is cool too. Your boy LaCroix says apple flavor moonshine is the way to go. I need to try that. Just a little sippy poo. In a sippy cup. Pamela says, however, I'm more into ganja these days as the hangover's not worth it. Yeah, I don't do that either right now, but I'm not opposed. Well, you know. A little bit, every once in a while. But not as much as I used to. Definitely not opposed. It's pretty much legal everywhere now. Makes video games funner, that's for sure. You become the character, you know? You're in EverQuest. You're playing EverQuest. You smoke a little bit. Now you're like super into it. Every step you take is calculated. If you die, you like die in real life because you're so into it. You're going through your inventory with a fine-tooth comb. I used to play like Final Fantasy Tactics stoned. Or like Diablo. That was so fun. Or like WoW. I wouldn't get in a group though. I'd be like solo. I wouldn't anyone here to say anything. This guy's being weird. What's he doing over there? Here's our cursed gnome. Let's pause. Even though it's a Gnomapalooza and it feels like I should be going as fast as possible, I'm gonna pause during a Gnomapalooza. It's sacrilege, right? But I'm pausing during this Gnomapalooza. That way I don't get penalized for going too fast and I only get one rune. Like, that's what I want. I want runes. But I also want vault keys. So it's pulling me in both directions. Apple pie whiskey is yummy. Joshua says it would be interesting seeing if someone could take the top MVS spot 1 month without going hard on donations, but totally fair if someone gets the money away also. Yeah, that's why I try to put some other points in. I probably need to do a little bit more. Like, that's my fault. I need to do more questions and more points for commenting. Stuff like that. I'll try to make it as even as I can. That way if somebody doesn't do the... Like, if you're doing both, you're gonna win. That's the point. Like, it doesn't mean you have to give $100 to win. Like, you could give 10 here, 5 there, 1 there, and then also answer all the questions and come to the right live streams and get all the other points. You gotta do a combination of both. Because other people might give money too, and like, then you're just fighting that way. You're sword fighting with your wallet. But if you also pay attention, comment on the right video, come to the right live streams, answer the right questions, you get those extra 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 points on top of your donation points and your membership points and all that stuff. That's how to win the MVS, the most valuable center. You got to do both. But this month, the way it's looking, like somebody could come in here, drop 100, and be in first place right now. But, you know, that's crazy. But that's only happened like twice. Ever on the whole channel. Alright, I gotta go. Let's do it. That's probably too long to wait. How long did I wait there? Was that like a minute? Let's see how many cursed runes we get. Luckily, it's on video. So you know how long I waited. 1? Are you kidding me? I just waited. Dude, waiting is not the way. I got 1 rune. Are you kidding me? Don't wait. I'm telling you, don't wait. That's bullcrap. Do you believe I just wasted so much time of my Gnomapalooza and got 1 1 rune. That's such bullcrap. Well, you saw it here, but hey, I got another gnome. Let's just kill it real fast. We'll get 1. The same as we just did for waiting. I got more. I got more for not waiting. So don't wait during a Gnomapalooza. If you want cursed runes, don't do Gnomapaloozas. If you're going strictly for cursed gnomes, for whatever reason, you don't care about vault keys, I would just... I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I'm doing a combination. Maybe that's the way to go. So here's my advice. Ready? Get on the game, do a Gnomapalooza. When you're done with the Gnomapalooza, don't do a Gnomapalooza until you get a cursed gnome. Then once you get a cursed gnome, do a Gnomapalooza. Then when you're done with that Gnomapalooza, don't do another one until you get a cursed gnome. Then once you get the cursed gnome, do a Gnomapalooza. Then when you're done with that Gnomapalooza, don't do a Gnomapalooza until you get a cursed gnome. Then do a Gnomapalooza. That's how I'm doing it. Meddling and power troops should be okay. Yeah, that's a good one. Diablo, yeah, I love Diablo. It's a game that I always forget to mention when I'm mentioning my favorite games. Pamela grows her own, yeah. 2 games I play are Diablo and Gems of War, says Will. That's good. Good taste. Strodium says, no need to pause until timer runs down and then you get full rewards for all gnomes. Huh? No need to pause until timer runs down. Oh, you need to pause till the whole thing runs out? That's ridiculous. Is that what you mean? Like the whole 15 minutes? Jeez. Maybe like when you're almost out. I see what you mean. So let's say you have like, let's say you have 1 minute left on your Gnomapalooza and you get a cursed gnome. Just let the timer run out. The music stops. Then you finish your battle. Is that what you're saying? Because I remember other people saying to slow down just to get the other resources. So that's what I thought it meant. I see what you mean, kind of. Croop says, Sinzu, what are you doing? Promoting controlled substances? I don't use any. Stay focused. If I don't do any, how am I promoting it? Pamela says, I played Gems of War after having some magic, you know what's what, and it was crazy. The gems were jumping off the screen. It's legal, mostly. The only thing I'm promoting is something that's mostly legal. Chad says, I have Diablo 3 Maca. That's the one I played the least, but it's pretty awesome. I played 1 a ton, and then I played 2 a ton. And then I played 3. I only got like halfway through 3, probably. Yeah, that was a long wait for 1 rune. I was just testing. So whether it was wrong, like, sometimes when you're testing something, you're wrong. And now you know. Knowing's half the battle with G.I. Joe. G.I. Gnome. Kill the gnome, kill the gnome. DC says points for first 3 to show up for a live stream or something like that. Yeah, I'm gonna hand out some more points for not money stuff going, like, I'll make sure to do some more of that. I'm putting out a Sekiro video pretty soon. I'll just give points for commenting on that. And then I'll ask a question in like a Saturday and Sunday videos. I'll think of some stuff. Maka says, yeah, I played Diablo 3 as well. Last time played like a year ago. Pamela says, I don't normally do super chats and donations, but it's fun to toss around a little Christmas cheer. Yeah, I feel ya. I do the same thing in real life. I'm not just begging for money and not giving. Yeah. I went to the store and bought tons of presents for not myself. Right on, Pamela. It's gonna be, I'm gonna get behind in chat on the Nomapaloozas, of course. Joshua says, I understand, Cinny. You want people to support you in multiple ways, just like any other YouTuber out there. I'm not fretting about not getting the top spot. Someone more deserving. I'll just be happy if I can get the top 5. You're close. You're in 5th. I think you're in top 5. Or you got 5 points, I meant to say. That's the whole thing. It's me seeing who's participating. Who's supporting me. Even if you only get the free points, I still know that you're trying. I've said it multiple times. This guy is angry with me, and he keeps saying I'm not doing this, and why am I doing that? And they're mad at me for doing this or that. Then I look up at the board, and they have 0 points. Do I care? Should I care? You know? Then this other person says, I just give more weight to the people with more points. Like, why not? You support me more, you're doing what I ask you to do, you're helping out the channel. So when somebody like DC or Chad tells me I'm out of pocket, that has more weight. It has more weight. And if they say, oh, I'm out of here, this channel is just going down the tubes, then I would actually lose sleep over. I'd be like, man, I like cry in my pillow. But if it's somebody with 0 points and they haven't tried at all, and they're saying they hate this channel and this or that, then I'm like, okay, see ya. You're not doing anything anyway. You're not even trying. Just to see that kind of stuff. Yeah, Noonie, you can use vault keys as long as you have, what is it? Yeah, you can use vault keys. As long as you have the vault. I know at some point you don't have the vault, but that's like super early. Will Dobson says, rewards increasingly works based on turns, not time waiting. Ah. That's dumb. At least I know now. Like G.I. Joe. DC says, I've got some sort of gnome repellent on, as I've seen 0 gnomes in the last hour and a half or so. Yikes. Strodium says 14.59 equals crappy rewards, 15.01 equals full rewards. Yeah. Yeah, I feel ya. Now I know. Giebler, today I bought a girl firefighter calendar from the guy I bought our Christmas tree from for £20. All the money goes to charity. There you go. I threw some money in the Santa Claus ding the bell thing. Well, my fiance did, but, you know, same thing. We share money. That's cool. I buy stuff from the school for the kids. Supernova! Caesar! What up, Caesar? Yeah, how are you supposed to know how much time you got left? I guess the music, right? Oh no, Pamela. That sucks. Depends who it was, though. I might be happy about that. Nah. I'm not happy with others' misfortune. Even if it is knockers of war. Yeah, good advice from DC, Noonie. If you have the key team, you should be good to use your vault key. Like Joshua said, letting the timer run out could be hard if you still want the other resources and not just the Cursed Runes, but that makes sense, I suppose, if you only need Cursed Runes. I think it makes sense when you only have like a minute left or something. I wouldn't like wait the full 15 minutes just for a Cursed Gnome. If the Cursed Gnome pops up on the first battle in your Gnomapalooza, don't do it then. You could get another one later. But if it pops up in like the last 2 to 3 minutes, maybe? That's what I would say. Backfired, yep. Caesar says, enjoy life, Sinnycool. You have made comments about others' opinions. Just follow your heart, brother. Enjoy your life. Yeah. I just get anxious. I don't want this to become a thing that's not worth... I've been doing this for 5 years. I got a lot invested. A lot of time invested in this channel. So I get a little cranky sometimes when the juice isn't worth the squeeze. Supernova says, hey, Cinny, been a while, loving the Ocean's Tome. Yeah, that thing's pretty good. Elementals, blowing up blue or something, blue storm stuff. Strodium says, last Palooza battle doing PvP to trigger pet event and get off. Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Do your last Gnomapalooza battle in PvP to get a pet gnome. Supernova says, you can see the timer in the world of view, but it would be cool to see it while battling Cinder. Yeah, exactly. Instead of just the music. Caesar says, I have 3 beautiful kids, so my time is always with them, but definitely appreciate your uploads about Gems of War. You've helped me a lot, brother. Caesar, I have 4, so I'm in the same boat. Same boat, man. Rich says, what's up, Cinny? I keep getting screwed on getting verses. I have 15 of, and I don't need. That sucks. You got 15 of one and, like, 1 of the other one. That seems to happen a lot. I really haven't had trouble with that, but I also didn't have trouble with, like, the crowns, where you weren't getting your 10th crown. Some people have problems that I just don't have, but I know it's a problem in the game. Like versus, like, getting less of one. Like crowns, not getting the 10th one and you need it. I never had trouble with either one of those things. I'm pretty, like, I always keep some verses. I always keep some Gnomapaloozas. So by the time I use them, I usually get more of the one that I have the least of, or whatever. But how's it going, Rich? Joshua says it's hard to tell how much time you have left. Yeah. Strodium says, damn it. 4:30 trigger Palooza, 4:44 retreat, and trigger PvP battle. I look at the clock, or did you manage to get rid of the noisy thing? Caesar says, hey, congrats, 4, lots of energy for sure, yeah. Matt says I hacked the at a D1. Oh, I know, the gold. I know what you mean. You get the extra gold by flopping stuff on the ground. I did that too. Not until I beat the game, like, normally. That's how I play. I don't like to cheat or glitch or look up guides until I beat the game at least once. But I definitely did the gold duping, or that you dupe potions, right? You dupe potions from your little belt and you sell them for gold. Then you have gold like laying over the whole town. I did that one. I know what you're talking about. Rich says 15 of all but blue. I have no blue. Yikes, that's way out of whack. Joshua says actually setting a real life timer, remembering what a clock reads at the start of Gnomapalooza could help, but knowing how much time would... Yeah, if I paid more attention, I could definitely figure it out. Ya boy says first world problems. That's what I've been doing with my Apple Watch. There you go. DC says I have 14 blue verses. Verse 3, but only 2 green. Supernova, my Palooza team is Osha's Tome, 2 times Leps, and Ironhawk. Sounds alright. Alright, what time is it now? 1:14. Let's see if we can find a cursed gnome before we get out of here. I think that's what time I'm on right now. We just need anything up. So, this is a lot of mana for greed. Green and purple. Of course not. See, if we just get greed up, we'll kill him. Up, there we go. That Lord of Slaughter, that's happened twice in 2.5 hours. That's why you don't have to worry about it too much. No big deal. Sebastian says, I got a funny thing in Nexus level 12 Explorer. That Nexus portal summoned the Umbral Nexus portal. A portal summoned a portal. Fiona says, can you believe I'm level 544 and now and no Leprechaun? What the crap am I doing wrong? Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Whenever it's a Bright Forest week, right? You could use event keys, because that's his kingdom. But also, you could look at the summoning stones. The green or the purple summoning stones in the Soul Forge and see if Leprechaun's there. Or you can just open a bunch of chests like glory chests, guild seal chests, gem keys. You should be able to get it. Most people get it just by opening random keys. But I've heard of people being unlucky, not getting Leprechaun for a while. But most people get it pretty early just from opening all their keys. Like you probably should early in the game. Later in the game you save your keys, but early in the game you just use them. Because you don't have all the troops yet. You're still looking for certain troops like Leprechaun. So that's why you open all your glory keys and all your gem keys early. You don't save them up for a mythic. Like, you're still looking for Leprechaun. You gotta open them. You're still looking for like Apothecary and Thrall and stuff like that. Like, Guardians and... Supernova says, I forgot to add the Strix class with blue-yellow banner. Joshua, would you do a poll so people can vote on the game you play after Sekiro? I've done that! I did that, Joshua, and they picked Final Fantasy VII Remake, and then the views were kind of crappy. So I think I'm just gonna not do that. I think I'm gonna just hold until I see something that looks like you guys would want to watch it. Maybe I'll say something right before it comes out, like, you guys want to watch this game on my channel? But Elden Ring might be an exception. I might just have to play that on the channel. It'll have to be another freaking Sekiro. The thing with Sekiro was I played it too late. I should have played it way sooner, like closer to when it came out. So if I play Elden Ring like right when it comes out, should be okay. But yeah, I did a poll before on what game I should play next. And people picked Final Fantasy VII Remake. It was okay. I'm not like pooping on it too much. Like the very first video got a couple thousand views. But then every video after that it went down, down, down till it was way down in the toilet. That's what I like. Polls are weird. You do a poll, and people vote on it, but then they don't even like, I don't know. You put 4 games up, they pick their favorite game, but they're still not going to watch it on your channel. They're just picking their favorite game out of the choices. They just participated in the poll, but they're not going to participate in watching the video. Like, that's the whole point of the poll. Like the chatathon poll I did. Everybody said once a month, but how many people are going to actually keep the chatathon going during the chatathon? You know what I mean? Don't vote on it unless you're actually going to do the thing that you're voting on. If I put up a poll of 4 or 5 games, don't just pick your favorite game. Pick the game you would actually watch on the channel. If you voted on that chatathon poll, and you want a chatathon every single month, are you going to keep it going? That's what you should have voted. Like, I can help keep it going every 3 months, not every month. Because then, if I go based on the poll, and I play Final Fantasy VII Remake, and then the views go in the toilet, I'm like, where's all these people that voted on the poll? There was like this many votes. There should be at least that many views. But it doesn't work like that. This many people said that they would want a chatathon every month. Where are they now when I'm doing the chatathon? You know? For some reason polls aren't as good as they're fun. They're just fun. And you get a little bit of information. But it's not like the end-all be-all. You shouldn't just decide stuff based on polls. You never know who's voting for why. Understand? But that's a good idea, and I've tried it before. I thought that was a good idea at some point, and I did it. So, not a bad idea. Pamela says, LOL, I remember the days of playing EverQuest 2 and farming dungeons via exploit, all fun and games, till me and my friends got transported to EQ2 jail. Uh-oh. My brother, I think I've said this before, but my brother sold his WoW account. I think he got like $600 for it. Rich Kaufman, and reasons for Crasher still popping is for those who got past, keep getting 5 to 51. Yeah, I know the reason. I just think if you're free to play, they should take it out, because there's no reason. I mean, I know they probably can't do that. It's just annoying that I have to sit through a bunch of battle crashers for no reason now, as a free to play. Chad says, about to head out for lunch. Take care, everyone, and have a good day. Lunch sounds good, man. I'm about to eat some lunch. Rich says, shoot, RNG killing me. 15k all chest, 12k seals chest, still no Kalika. Ugh. At least she, well, you know. Man, I wouldn't even go for Kalika. She's not that good. Save your keys for the next one. But it depends where you're at. If you're like me, and you're just trying to get every new mythic because you already got all of the mythics. But if you're not getting every single new mythic, I know I say this a lot too, but we got new people every time. Don't try for every new mythic. Remember the helicopter out of bed stuff. Not all of them are good. And you could have more keys for the next good one. And then you could start getting every new mythic eventually. Because you saved your keys. Patience, Grasshopper. Kalika is average. But thank you for moderating, Chad. Appreciate that. You and DC got rid of some bots today. Stinky, smelly bots. Need deodorant. Supernova. I spent 100 million gold opening gold chests until I got Leprechaun at Mythic with multiple copies. Ooh. Koala's a fwakaholic. I wonder what that puts in the caption. Closed captioning. The subtitles. What's fwakaholic? Somebody should turn on their closed captioning and see what it says for fwakaholic. I want a cursed gnome before I quit. Your boy LaCroix, yay, just got my first cursed gnome outside of GIP. 15 runes, that's nice. That's more than I've gotten. My best is 14, I think. Joshua says, don't use too much glory on chests. It's a good idea to save some for event chest or new glory troop. At least I think so. I don't have all troops to mythic, but I still have glory. Yeah, glory's good for trait stones in the glory shop. Because that's going to be a problem eventually. Like, say you get Leprechaun with your glory, but then you don't have the trait stones to empower it. Then Leprechaun's only good when it's empowered. I mean, it's better when it's empowered. So if you used all your glory just to get the Leprechaun, now you got to figure out how you're going to get trait stones. But also, it's got to be the weak for the purple-green trait stone for you to even get it, so. But that's a good reason to keep some glory held back in reserve. So you can buy the trait stones in the glory shop. That's why I go over that in my weekly preview. Just to let you know what kind of troops you can fully trait with the trait stone that's currently available in the shop. Because somebody might be like, oh crap, I didn't know that this stone is one I need for Lord of Slaughter. Or, oh crap, I didn't know the stone in the glory shop right now is for Ironhawk, and I really need that third trait. I've been grinding that stone in Explore. Here it is now, I can just buy it with glory. That's why I go over that on the weekly preview. Joshua says maybe polls are better for big YouTube channels with a lot of subs. At least then a lot of people are getting involved in the poll. Yeah, maybe. Or it could be even worse, like more people voting. More people voting that don't really care. So I don't know, it could go either way. Sebastian says, bad news for me, I have to get Will of Nisha and the new Soulforge Mythic for getting stars on my kingdoms. Yeah, that's one thing I always forget to mention, like, some mythics, you get them for stars on a kingdom. Like, I know that's super boring, but if it's a magic kingdom and you need a mythic, and you've been trying to figure out how am I supposed to get a mythic to get this next star level on this magic kingdom? It says I need a mythic. Well, make sure that the mythic doesn't belong to that kingdom, because that might be a good reason to get one. Even if it's crappy. If it gives you another magic stat, that's a pretty good reason to get a mythic, even if it's poopy. Supernova says, check out Slay the Spire for your next game. It is a card-based fighting dungeon crawl game, and everything is procedurally generated. That sounds cool. I've heard a lot of people talking about it, but I haven't seen it or played it yet. Rich says, I feel ya. Supernova says, it's all in the timing. That's for sure. Pamela says, WoW accounts are easy to sell. I sold both of mine as I got over that game quick, fast, and in a hurry. Joshua says, pet is up for mana bombers. Rich says, I didn't have enough celestial stones for Phoenicia, but I did grab Miasmin's Chosen from the forge. Supernova says, I've hit the mythic wall for my kingdom progression. I'm on the dang pet wall. Supernova says, I'm going to predict that the flood gates will open with the Gnomes Friday like the first time they dropped the Palooza. Like the cursed Gnomes? Rich says, I'm using Cog, Rowan, Lep, and Greed, getting pretty good gold and fast kill. Sounds pretty good. Joshua, I have enough for a mythic, but it's hard when I forgot which cycle Ironhawk was in. I don't want to spend if he's about to show up in the next couple weeks. Yeah, I'd only... If you're saving for Ironhawk, the only ones that could pop up that would, that you'd probably want to forge instead, since I think he was in the... I think he's already been, I think he's already been through the Soul Forge, but I don't know when the cycle ends. It could be in a month, it could be in 2 months, I'm not sure. But if, like, something like Wild Queen or High King Irongut pops up, you might just go ahead. Ironhawk's good and everything, but you only use him once every 6 weeks or something. It's not like you're using Ironhawk those other 5 weeks. He's really good, and he's an S-tier mythic, and I'm using him right now as I'm saying this. But, you know, he's something that's situational, that you only use whenever there's a vault event. And there's not a vault event all the time. So if something crazy pops up like High King Irongut or Wild Queen or something, or even a couple others that I'm not mentioning, and you got the 4,000 diamonds, some of them are more useful just because they're useful every day, while Ironhawk's only useful during the vault event. He's really, really, really useful, but he's only really, really, really useful for 3 days every 6 weeks. Or however many weeks, if I'm saying the wrong amount. Sebastian says, trade stones from glory shops are good, but sometimes you have to farm minor stones for traded troops that... Yeah, I feel ya. Arcanes are always my block. I think I got blocked by miners like once. If you play the game normally, as long as you're not trying to do something like super early, I feel like I never really ran out of minor trait stones, but I think like it happened to me like once or twice. So I know it's a problem for some people. It's another one of those things, like crowns and other things I say that aren't a problem for me, that are a problem for other people. That's definitely a thing. It just hasn't happened to me. Where's this cursed gnome, man? Imperial Topaz, how's it going? Joshua says at least there's always the event chest when Adana shows up. Yep. Keep saving those event keys. They're not easy to save. You just don't get that many. You gotta save every single one. I think you need at least like 1,000 to even have a chance. Even though I got Kaliko with like I got 2 copies of Kaliko with like 400 event keys or something. That was lucky. Slay the Spire is awesome along with Griftlands game, says Pamela. I'll have to check out Slay the Spire. I haven't played it. I haven't even seen anybody play it. I gotta at least go check it out. Imperial Topaz. Bobo says Ironhawk was just in the Forge a couple weeks ago. That's what I was afraid of. I think it was 3 or 4 or 5 weeks ago. There's a way to tell on Terran's World, but it's kind of confusing. People break it down, like, make it easier to understand, but I still... it's still kind of confusing. It's like last seen 16 weeks ago or something. But if it says last seen like 1 week ago, you know it was just in the Forge. If it's last seen 2 weeks ago, you know it just... yeah. The higher the number, the better chance that it'll be in the Forge type of stuff. If it says last seen 16 weeks ago, then it's probably gonna pop up soon. If it says last seen 1 week ago, then you know it's not gonna pop up for a while. Unless every mythic goes through the cycle. Rich says my team is Mountain Crusher, Beatrix, Lep, and Yasmin. Does all sound good? I've never tried Beatrix with Yasmin, but I bet you it works. Elementalist at 70? Awesome. Joshua says I played a little Slay the Spire off PS Now. I get a lot of PSN trophies for that game, but I never made it to A20. Let me know if I get a Cursed Gnome, because I'm kind of looking at chat sometimes and not even looking at the screen. Sebastian says for Ironhawk, I save my shards until 400,000. When he shows up, I craft my 4,000 diamonds. Right. Those shards are way more valuable now, though, you know? Because they're used in some of those recipes. Even if it's not shards, it's like you can make jewels. And some of the recipes take jewels. So you might want to... I don't know. I was just saying earlier how I'm going to do this dungeon even though I don't need diamonds. But then you also get jewels. And jewels are used for some of those new recipes. And I could see myself running out of like a certain color. Your boy LaCroix says, I think Cindy looked it up last night and Adana isn't in the foreseeable future out of like... yeah. Somebody looked it up for me, yep. Slay the Spire. Joshua says a lot of trophies are extremely luck-based. The game as a whole is pretty luck-based with how good your deck will end up being. At least the runs are generally fairly short. Matt says, I think Leprechaun only drops from the vault. I think he's Bright Forest. He was in the game before the vault was in the game. You might be thinking about Cedric. Cedric Sparkle Nuts. Joshua says, I think if you don't mind getting a little luck needed to win, it's a good game, though. If you want a more primarily skill-based game, Slay the Spire might not be the best for this. Mikey's Miscast. How's it going? Good day, mate. I'm a new player and wanted to say thank you for all your amazing videos. You have helped me so much, and I'm loving the game. Appreciate that. Had that a couple times today, and it warms my heart. I'm glad I could help you. Anytime you have a question, just put it in the comments. And we'll be doing another live stream tomorrow, 10 a.m. EST, I'm pretty sure. Unless some weirdo pops up trying to put a window, replace a not broken window tomorrow. If I ever don't live stream when I'm supposed to, it might be because some CH is trying to replace a window that's not broken. then that doesn't need weather. Like, it's not any weather reason either. Like, ooh, it'll be much warmer in your house. It's freaking hot. Like, I don't want it to be warmer. I don't need weather. I don't need new windows at all. It's not hot. It's too hot, if anything, when it's cold out. I don't want new windows. Joshua says, the sheer variety of each run does make for good content, however. DC says, in case you haven't done so, please like and subscribe. Appreciate your presence and consideration. Sebastian says, don't speak of Cedric. I got 4 copies of him in the Epic Keep. Oh, no. Alright, let's get this freaking cursed gnome. I gotta get out of here. I gotta go do some boring work instead of this kind of work. I gotta do that boring work soon. Imperial says, hey, I'm just happy I make a live stream. Got 2 cursed gnomes yesterday. Only gave 15 runes, the other 13. That's pretty good, actually, Imperial. That's from what I'm seeing. I got 14 and 12. And 1 and 1. And maybe like 1 again. My best so far has been 14. So you got 15. That's better than me. Both of yours are 1 better than both of mine. I've got like 4 or 5 so far, and you still have just as many as me. I got 28 total, and I've gotten 4 or 5. Rich says, you should try Elemental class with Mountain Crusher, King Heliodor, Fireborn. I don't have King Heliodor. Remember, I'm totally free to play, but thank you for putting a team in the comments, because other people can use it. I appreciate it, Rich. But yeah, I don't have King Heliodor. Totally F2P. Sebastian says, curses gnomes gives me vault keys. Yeah, that's what's going to happen to me. This last curse gnome that I'm going for before I end the live stream, it's either going to take forever or I'm going to get a vault key. Yeah, it could be worse, Imperial. You could have got vault keys. That would suck, right? That's the only time you, like, are mad at a vault key. You see how they are? Like I was saying earlier? The developers are making us hate vault keys. Get a cursed gnome, you get a vault key, and you're mad. Did you ever think that would happen? You'd be mad about getting a vault key? Isn't that crazy? Rich says it heals life, armor, and attack on spells. Imperial says it just me, or are all gnomes falling few and far between in this event? I'm getting like more mana surge gnomes or something. Fiona says, yeah, cursed gnome dude gave me a vault key too. Oh no. The only time in the game where you're mad at a vault key, I swear. Joshua says, speaking of variety, Minecraft offers a ton. You can set your own difficulty, set a specific seed or map you want to play on, and set other. Yeah, I'm cool with Minecraft. I'm cool with Minecraft. I'm cool with Fortnite. Like, I know some people probably cringe when they hear that. I don't play those games, but I've tried them. And I had a lot of fun with Minecraft. I like watching the Minecraft speedruns. They like keep resetting till they get the desert. If you like Minecraft, you should check out the speedruns. Speedruns are really fun to watch. Definitely said that before too. Speaking for hours and hours and hours, you say the same things. Alright, come on, you stinky cursed gnome with your stinky butt crack. Your moobs. Stinky moobs. Modded Minecraft is so awesome. I've never played modded Minecraft. I did get to the, you know, I don't think I beat the game, but I think I got to the last boss and like, I forget what happened. Some other game came out that it was like Diablo 3 or something. I was playing Minecraft, just like in between games, and I was almost at the very end. So I don't think I beat it. I think like I got Diablo 3 in a computer like right when I was about to beat it. I started playing Diablo. So I never went back and finished it off. Then I like lost my progress. Supernova says I have a theory that the Nexus Battle Crasher Gnomes and the new Cursed Gnomes are competing for the time that yeah, I know. There's too much going on. Supernova says, oh no, Cinny, you got a job in the mailroom. What does that mean? Your boy LaCroix, so question, what is the best approach to the underworld to use resources wisely and to level up correctly for their benefits? I know my answer is always like, I have a video, but I have a whole Delve Guide playlist. What is the best approach to the underworld to use resources wisely? So go down and do City of Thieves. City of Thieves, like level 20 City of Thieves with your Rowan team, Mirage Queen. So you'll start without Mirage Queen, right? Because you haven't opened up the Sunken Fleet yet. But go down to the City of Thieves, do level 20 every day 3 times. Like, I did that on my new account. At the very end of my new account playthrough, that was the last thing I was doing. I was blowing through City of Thieves 3 times a day on level 20, and it's awesome. You get tons of resources, not just Underworld. You get, like, gold, souls. It's crazy. It's really profitable. Do that City of Thieves 3 times a day. Level 20. Rowan. 1 shot. Alright, so then you're leveling up your quality to 10 in City of Thieves. You keep doing it 3 times a day, Rowan, over and over, level 20. Over and over and over. Use those shards to get treasure to level up your horde quality in City of Thieves so it's even more profitable. Then level up your horde level in City of Thieves so you're one-shotting easily. Okay, so now you're doing that every day, 3 times a day. With your horde level at 100 or something and your horde quality at 10. City of Thieves, every day, 3 times a day. Rowan team, one-shotting. So you save up your Chaos Shards. Now you're starting to open all the other factions. You want to open up Sunken Fleet and get Mirage Queen. That's what you're saving up all your shards after you do your Horde level and quality to 10 and 100 in City of Thieves. The next step is to take those shards to the Sunken Fleet. Go get the Mirage Queen. Now you got her, you want to fully trade her, you want to put her on your Rowan team that you're using in City of Thieves. Now it's even faster and easier, and something you do every day, 3 times a day, easily. It's fast, it's simple. Now it's even simpler because you got Mirage Queen. So you keep doing it, City of Thieves, 3 times a day, level 20. Then you go to Amnithrax. You open that up. You throw shards there until you get King Gobtruffle. To get multiple copies, 2 of them. Then when you're done with that, still 3 times a day, 3 times a day, City of Thieves, 3 times a day. Every day, don't stop. Same thing, over and over. Rowan, Mirage Queen, Leprechaun. One-shotting. Level 20, don't ever go above it. Save up shards, save up shards. Then you go to the Deep Hive, and you get Queen Beatrix. You save up shards, you get Queen Beatrix, you get 2 copies of that. So now you got the Mirage Queen, you got King Gobtruffle, you got Queen Beatrix. 3 of the best legendaries in the game, just from grinding City of Thieves. Then you go to Hall of Guardians, and you get Gargoyles. Gargoyles are really good. That'd be your next step. Multiple copies, 2 or 3. Then after that, it's Stone Song Airy, and you get Harpy Mage. He's a really good swift exploder. There's not very many empowered exploders in the game. There's like pretty much just Leprechaun, so a swift exploder is the next best thing. So Harpy Mage, really good. Get her next. Then when you're done with all of that, then you still do City of Thieves 3 times a day. Keep doing it. So now you're going to pick which kingdom are you going to try to level, right? So whatever one you pick. go look up like what the easiest one is or something. So now you're still doing City of Thieves 3 times a day, level 20, Rowan, one-shotting, never going above 20, Horde level 10, Horde level 100, quality 10. You pick what kingdom you want to do, what faction you want to do next, but you take your Chaos Shards there, you open them, or wherever, you can open them wherever, you just gotta level up your Horde level and quality on that new kingdom that you're gonna try to level up. And once you get that one to quality 10, and level whatever you're comfortable with, whether it's 100 or 111 or 155, or maybe even get the associated kingdom up to level whatever, 10, 15, whatever. Then you can start working on that one once you get your Horde level and quality up over there. If you want. Maybe do it once a day and still do City of Thieves twice a day, or maybe do it 3 times a day till you're done. Then go back to City of Thieves, or whatever, however you want to do it. But that's pretty much how it goes, and then rinse and repeat. After you're done with that one, you pick the next one. You level up its Horde quality and Horde level using City of Thieves on level 20. That's the only one you want to keep at 20, unless you're doing Worm Run. That's the only other. Worm Run is like supposedly a little bit better, but in my opinion, City of Thieves is the best because you can use Rowan one shot. It's simple. The simplicity makes it at least as good as Worm Run, so that's where I would start. And it's pretty much rinse and repeat after that. There's not much left to say other than Pure Faction and Deathless, Renown, and stuff like that. But I have a playlist, Delve Guide. The first video is a little bit dated because I say the Warrens is the place. Here we go, it's our Cursed Gnome. But City of Thieves. If you hear me say the Warrens as you're farming, just think City of Thieves. And I do correct myself later in like a later video. Yeah, you don't have to like you don't have to use your shards on certain portals, like except for when you're trying to get the troops. If you just need treasure, you can go to any old portal. Once you got like Mirage Queen and Beatrix and King Gobtruffle and everything. I think I corrected myself on that. But the guide, you can watch the guide. Oh, let's see. Let me catch up in chat and everything. Let's get this Cursed Gnome, and we're pretty much done for the day. Let's see how many I get. I'm hoping I get 15 or more. Cursed Gnome. This is like my 5th or 6th or 7th. 11? Are you kidding me? I don't even know. Why didn't I change my kingdom? 15 gems. I need to change my kingdom back. White Helm's the only answer for your home kingdom. Glory is king. You can change it into any other resource. So make that your home kingdom. Don't screw up like me. Let's check out our Soul Forge. Can't level it up. I need 3 more. Poop. I'm on level 12. Alright. Gonna catch up in chat and about done. In case you haven't done so already, please do leave a like and subscribe. Hold on a second, y'all. Alrighty, y'all. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Consider joining. It helps a lot. Tell your good about the channel. Comment below. Gemma Jameson. And thank you for joining me today. Your boy LaCroix, Joshua, DC United, Beg for Mercy, Sebastian, Koala, Supernova, Imperial Topaz, Pamela, Fiona, Rich, Sebastian, DC, Joshua, Imperial, Rich, Joshua DC, your boy LaCroix, Supernova. Rich, Supernova, Fiona, Matt, Caesar. Madman Bobo, Noonie, Giebler, Noonie, Will, Markio, DC United, Chad, Will Dobson. Oh, crap. I keep screwing up. Stop it. Let's see. Your boy LaCroix. Pamela, thanks again for the 5. Really appreciate it. Gadget. Giebler. Funky Town. Matt. Giebler. Joshua. Funky Town. Crisp Purpose. Thank you so much. Maka. Bernice. Your boy LaCroix. I'm like up against it, y'all. I got to go, so I'm trying to... Really messy. Trying to see names I haven't said yet. And that's as far as I can go back. Appreciate everybody today. Any donations, really appreciate it. I'll see y'all tomorrow, 10 a.m. EST for the live stream. Later, Sue Ellis. Later, Home Smack. Later, Koala. Have a good day, everybody. Good luck with those cursed gnomes. Just keep on trying, you know? Keep on trying. If you want cursed runes above vault keys, then don't do Gnomapaloozas. That's my advice. And if you're doing a Gnomapalooza and it's towards the end, like people said in the chat, if you only got like a minute left, wait till the timer runs out, then kill the cursed gnome. I think that's a good strategy. As long as you're not waiting too long, because you could get another one in the time you're waiting. Maybe. But yeah, I'm out of here. Have a great day. Crow-Op Gaming, Mickey's Miscasts, Sue Ellis, Supernova, Joshua, Imperial Topaz, everybody. Thank you for moderating, DC and Chad. Appreciate you guys. And I am out of here. Have a great day. You're the best. Love you so much. Good luck. See you tomorrow, 10 a.m. EST. Peace out.